Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Attention! Tonight's game will include gratuitous depictions of an attractive clown girl. However, I do not know whether this is a warning or an incentive. Please be advised. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. Also, I just realized I have the music muted. There it is. I'm not good at this. I've been doing this for how many years now and I still mess up. And we are live! How's everybody doing? Wow. I was working on some stuff in Streamlabs before the stream tonight, and I was, in order to isolate some audio stuff, I had muted the computer's audio, and I forgot to turn it back on. So I'm sorry that there was no music there for a bit, but there's music going now. So that's what matters, right? How are y'all doing? I see Nora was here very early saying stream night after Gore. About an hour before stream right now, I'm playing P3P. Gonna figure out how to romance Yukari as Femsi in the game because she's so... And then it's like little emotes with little hearts saying, hey, Logan, Oh, what's it gonna be? I don't know. Boo! Ah! Says, I feel so bad for Saori. She can't even have her own feelings or opinions, poor girl. Like, I want her to be able to stand people. I'm not sure. Is Saori a character who's like exclusive to P3P, like from the female main character storyline, like one of her social links or something? I'm not sure, because she's not in the game I've been playing. Nora said I've also decided I'm going to kill Junpei. But anyway, it's the Weedle saying hello there. Oh, Weedle with a very polite, subdued entrance. How you doing, Weedle? Nora said, wow, I thought he'd never start streaming. I'm sorry, I was late. Magpie says, good evening. Magpie is in the house. How you doing, Magpie? Oak says, I have 12,000 points. Does that mean Logan first tried things? I did, and it was not fair because I could have done it so much easier. But chat made me think, led me to believe that the boss fight that I was fighting was like the penultimate boss fight, that there'd be another boss after it. And so I was like hoarding my Theurgies, sorry. And when I could have just unloaded on the darn thing. So unfair, but I did win, yes. However, we went like over 5 hours and we didn't even get to do all the like post-boss cutscene stuff, so we will do that at the beginning of the stream next time before starting episode, I guess. Because like, we gotta go around, wander around, talk to everybody and all that stuff before the credits roll. Widow says 134. Oh, look at that, I'm only 3 minutes behind. That's gotta be a new record. Nora said, can anyone else hear anything? Ah, darn it, see, I forgot. Says, oh, there we go, no music, is there usually music? Magpie says, threat or promise? It all depends on if you're able to unironically say, I don't feel comfortable saying that word is a problem. I feel like it's too close to a bad word. Nora said, oh, okay. Eglin said, I think, final Splatfest is Splatoon 3. Oh, what are the teams? Started a day earlier than normal, and already I can tell that the team I picked is cooked. What are the teams? Says every announcement of the big win for a team has been for Team Present. So is it like things due for people is like presents, food, or service? Oak says, I'm working on a painting of Logan right now. Oh, a painting. Nice. I don't know whether to be excited or a little bit frightened by that, because I know that chat's view of me is interesting, to say the least. Eglin said, oh, it's past, present, future. I'm Team Future. I want to pick Team Future. Future sounds cool. Nora said, okay, yeah, I thought my headphones was tweaking. Crystal says, hey, Logan. Oh, do you have a joke? Oh, and Crystal, in fact, anyone here who is a VIP, I also was working on some stuff earlier with the VIP TTS to see if I could get it fixed because it hasn't been working much lately. So any of you VIPs, if you want to test out the VIP TTS, and see if it's working better, if we've got it fixed, or if I needed to keep plugging away and see if I can find something else. Because I did some stuff that I think fixed it, maybe? But I don't know. It's linked to the same bot that does the Baldur's Gate approval redeems for what it's worth. Okay, so let's load up the game. So where we left off last time, we met Geru Tornado, the clown girl from the memes. You remember the memes? Oh, I forgot about that ugly dog. Are all of like the really detailed because like she made a really impressive hat. This is an impressive cake despite the Legend of Zelda-esque eyeball weak spot for a boss fight. But are they just gonna get more and more like gruesome and ugly as we go? But so we figured out what's going on. So to recap, the person who was killed. Oh wait, we can't show that here. But it was a one of those storytellers. What are they called? Rakugo storytellers. So he like basically it's like stand-up comedy storytelling, but you kneel on a cushion and just tell stories. And so it was a 3-act show. And she was one of the other acts, and the person who's being accused is the guy who was there to deliver noodles for him, who's a big, rotund, drunken man. I think it's her. But her story, this is where we're gonna get her, because she says, I was in the yard, but the door was wide open, so I could keep watch on the dressing room. And we know that she's lying, because when we look at the diagram, we saw that she was over here feeding the dog, and so she's claiming this door was wide open so she could see into the door of the dressing room, but the door of the dressing room is over here, meaning that somebody else could have come in and got in that way. Although I still don't know how this door plays into it, but it looks like it swings outwards, so that's probably not gonna matter. So this is what we're gonna present. And we're just gonna start the stream off with immediately being smart and presenting good evidence. Magpie says, Magpie, I'm good. And just hanging out, thinking about art again. What kind of art are you thinking about? I'm all excited today. Studio Trigger, are you guys familiar with Studio Trigger? They are an anime studio. They did like Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Gridman, like a whole lot of really highly acclaimed, very cool stylized animation animes, and they did a music video that came out today for the 40th anniversary of Transformers, my personal favorite franchise, and it's really, really good. But the main video is like region locked to only Japan, so you have to watch somebody else's lower res copy of it on YouTube, and that's sad. Nora said, probably she's the head of the library committee or whatever. Oh, Saori. Okay, so is that, yeah, she's not in the game I played. So maybe when Beowulf gets here, he can let us know if oh, wait, no, I can't remember. No, tomorrow is when Beowulf has to work. Crystal said, who built King Arthur's Round Table? What was that? Oh, Queen Katie rating with a party one. Queen Katie, welcome. How was your stream? Do we have one of our mods here to do a shout out for Queen Katie? Queen Katie, shout out. Okay. Darn it, is Twitch Guru dead again? I'm gonna turn off Twitch Guru and turn it back on. Maybe I'm gonna need to like plan on turning it off and on again. So can we try the shout out one more time? There we go. I turned off and turned back on Twitch Guru, and let's see if that worked. And let's attempt take 2 for a shout out. But in the meantime, Crystal was saying the round table. I'm guessing it's because the circle. Oh, hang on. I think I figured it out though. Oh, is this the Nuzlocke Pokemon? I hope we're not gonna. No. Oh, did it die? I can't see. I can't read. It's so tiny. Oh, it survived. I thought we witnessed a Pokemon's death.
Mary left. Oh my god.
Because in Nuzlocke, if they die in the game, they die for real.
Good job.
But how was your stream? You were playing Murders on the, how do you say, Yangtze River, the one that Vera had recommended? And thank you, Vera, for doing the shout out. And Crystal, I bet it's because it's a round table. Is it circumference? I think it's like circumference, like a circumference, because it's a circle of a circle. Because circumference is like the diameter, or not diameter, not the diameter, excuse me, perimeter. Diameter is going across, circumference is going around of the circle. Let's see, Nora says circumference. Oh, Nora guessed the same thing. And Crystal says circumference. Nora says, I know this one. Crystal says, laughing, yes. Okay, let's present some evidence. Let's see if we're right. But Quick Katie, how was your stream? How did it go? Now, is this still the demo of Murder on the river Yangtze or Yangtze River? I don't know how to say it. Or are you like into the game proper now? Okay, let's try presenting this and see if I'm right. Objection! Oh, I forgot. It's Athena. So you were able to keep an eye on the dressing room while you were out in the yard? Is that correct? That's right. The door out into the yard was wide open. Sorry, but that makes 0 sense. Take a look at this diagram of the backstage area. There is a clear contradiction between this diagram and the witness's testimony. Oh, sorry, I was still distracted by her balloons. and her animals that she made. I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Sykes. Please point out what contradicts the witness's testimony. Okay, well, it's that she was here, and the door's here, and this. What do I point to? What? Okay, what do I do? Which do I point to? It's a three-part thing. She's here, the door's here, and this is here. What do I point to? I think this. I'm saving my game because this seems very unfair. Save. How do I point to three things at once? I'll try this. Present. Difficult ideas make my head hurt, but it's easy to see your head must be as light and empty as this balloon. I'm afraid I don't see anything contradictory about that spot either. What do you mean? And what do you mean either? Is the game planning on this taking forever? Okay, no, hang on. We gotta reload. I know what it is, but I don't know how to communicate it by clicking on one thing. Why? Why would the game do this? Why would the game choose to do? Let's try clicking on the door. No! Let's try clicking on the dog bowl then, because that was in the photograph, right? Or the flashback appearance, the dog bowl. I think I clicked in the general area of it. Let's click directly out of the dog bowl. No! What am I supposed to click? What do I click on? Do I click the door to the dressing room? Do I click this? What? No! Why, Clown Girl? Vera says, just yell potato if you need help. Potato! What do I click on? I know what the thing is, but I can't click on anything. How is this supposed to... What's the line of sight? Is the line of sight is that if she was down by the dog, feeding the dog, is it that this door swings? Is this the door to the yard we're saying that it swings open that direction? Maybe this is it? Let's try clicking this. Oh my goodness. Well, you said door to the yard. I thought it was this door. So is that a window? But either door, why? Over here said present the door connecting the hallway and the yard. Well, that's what I thought I was doing. Because, like, this is the door connecting the hallway and the yard. This is the door connecting the yard and more yard. An alleyway. Yeah. Why? I was in a good mood today before stream. And now I am not. Because of this game's immediate shenanigans. I'll read some more in the chat to kind of wash my brain free of that. Let's see. Eglin said, would have picked Team Present, but if it's the final fest, this will influence the next game. Oh, if there is one and Team Present wins, then I feel like that'd be a bit boring for the next game. Yeah, I want it to be like Future. Crap, I don't own Splatoon 3. I was gonna say, like, I should take up the game and start playing the Splatfest to do my part for Team Future, but yeah, it should be Team Future. The present is boring. If you want to experience the present, go outside right now. The present is now. And you can read about the past, go to the future. Magpie says, I completely agree about the word Logan. I also hated to type it. I also don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's like technically a bad word because it's like part of a bad word. You know, the clown part is fine, but the second half of the word isn't. Oh, Mercury saying, hey, Mercury, wow. Well, you got here just as I was struggling, shamefully. Crystal says, hey, Logan. Oh, it's going to be another joke. Crystal says, hello to Mercury. Oak says, you should be frightened by the painting. I'm using the eyes reference. Oh, no. I do have, and I can't remember if I've shown this to anybody or ever posted on Discord. I do have like a really old headshot from when I very first started acting. I'm hesitant to show it to people because it was before I started going to the gym. And so I was like really, really bone thin, scrawny. Like my cheeks were really like kind of sunken in and everything. And, but in one of the shots, the photographer had me wear like this bright blue shirt and something about the lighting. And maybe it's the way it bounced. I don't know. Made my eyes look like they're made of like bright blue ice. And so I sometimes like to show that to people because I feel like my eyes are normally more turquoise, but they look bright blue in that. Crystal says, TTS, oh darn, it didn't work. Is it working? Awooga meow meow. I'll try some more. before next stream. I'm sorry. Crystal says, yeah, no, sad. Nora says, more about Sayori. Basically, the one girl lost her notes, and she was like, yeah, that's fine. And this one dude that she doesn't even know asked her out, and she's like, sure, I guess. Also, apparently her parents don't want her out late or really strict. I feel so bad for her. Yeah, none of that is in Persona 3 Reload. That is all new to me. And Mercury says, holy crap, I just switched from 160p to 720p. Logan Cam looks so much more crispy. That's right, because we discovered that it was needing to be cleaned a couple of streams ago. And I messed up the cleaning at first. But welcome! How are you doing, Mercury, other than being disturbed by my crispiness? Okay, so Geiru was in the yard near the doghouse. Prosecutor Blackwell even saw her there. And while she was out there, the door to the yard had been left open. Oh, look at that. The diagram animates. Ah, I see! Oh, so when it says door to the yard, it means the door from here into, like, this is counting as the yard? But this is labeled yard! I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna try and be positive. Yes, if the door to the yard was wide open, as Geiru said, it would have blocked her view, making it impossible for her to see the dressing room. What was that? What was that? Why am I so scared? The sound alerts are supposed to be nice. Emily Williamshire. Am I saying that right? Williamshire? Crap, we do already have one Emily in the community already. What would you prefer I call you? Emily 2, Emily the 2nd, Emily W, or just Williamshire. Welcome, thank you for the follow. I hope that means you're enjoying the stream, even though I was struggling very much early on. I try to let every new person know two things. Number one, I do read every comment in chat. I just am very often behind. Tonight, I'm like about 10 minutes behind. There we go. Pin message from Fear saying Emmy. All right, perfect. I will call you Emmy, because you got to know, whatever I know you as when I first meet you, I will know you as forever. Everybody in chat knows this already, but people imprint on me like I'm a baby bird. That's why our mod, whose screen name is technically Objectionable Puzzles, I know as Vero from like a previous username. But welcome. So yeah, I do read every comment. I just sometimes am behind. I'm a little bit behind, so it may be a little bit before I get to what you say, unless like some gets pinned like Vera just did. And also, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. We're going to be starting the Reload DLC tomorrow for episode Igus. So welcome. I hope you enjoy. I will try to be less pathetic than I was a few minutes ago with really struggling here. But yeah. Pull up a chair, have fun, get to know people. People here are awesome. What? No way! But even if there were admittedly a few moments Geiru was not keeping watch, how much would that really affect this case? Slam, it would greatly affect the case. From the spot Prosecutor Blackwell stood, he couldn't see the dressing room door either. Anyone could have entered the dressing room during that time without being seen. Oh, eek! Eglin, are you here? Because, Eglin, I know you're afraid of, like, balloons popping. Was that okay? Geiru, why did you try to hide the fact that you weren't watching the dressing room? I was checking out Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh, wow. Oh, that's why the balloon popped. She's squeezing it. What? Hide the fact? You speak as though you think she had something to do with the murder. Rather than deliberate deception, it was more likely a simple oversight, right, witness? Well, I was so shocked by what happened. I was just confused, that's all. Even though she is trying to keep up a brave front as an entertainer, the truth is that she is being torn apart by grief. For her mind to be in turmoil is hardly unexpected. Well, can Athena detect that? She's got her, like, emotional superpower stuff. Yes, it must be very difficult indeed. To a disciple, one's master is akin to a real parent. Surely her shock is immense. The way this lawyer tries to pin the blame on this poor soul at the first opportunity... All I can say is, defense attorneys are heartless creatures indeed. But I wasn't. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Is it beyond your comprehension, defense? Your unskilled argument is scaring this witness even further. And if we ask the people of this courtroom, I am sure they would agree. That's because they're all down bad for Clown Girl. What? The gallery doesn't get a say in this? We don't have juries of our peers. We just decided on our own. For some reason, the end of Apollo Justice doesn't exist. Are you afraid to find out what they think, that they think ill of you, or that perhaps you are in the wrong? Listen to them now with that keen sense of hearing you are so proud of. Oh, okay, so he's egging her on with her superpowers. Now that we got some background music, it's all dramatic. Let me read some more in the chat. Nora said, and also I'm definitely killing Junpei because he keeps hitting on Yukari in the worst ways possible. But it's like, but he's a pro. He's a good guy. He's a good guy at heart, though. Oak says, is this a new story from the one where Trust in Me got naked in a woman's body? Yes, this is an entirely new story. That one is resolved. This one is just... This one doesn't seem to have anything to do with the main storyline. Just think of it as like, what do you call it? An intercalary chapter for the game. A nice intermission, perhaps, where we're just getting to see the judge ogle a clown girl. And there's Queen Katie's raid. Nora said, this is one example, quote, I can't sleep like this. I'd be happy to sleep with you if it helps. Like, man, shut up. She doesn't like you. Magpie says, I'm thinking about working on maybe a VTuber concept. I don't think I'm anywhere close to making the thing, but at the very least, I could probably tinker with the concept right this second. I'm thinking about character development with Hero Forge. They introduced kit bashing, so I can finally make bird folk with teeth. Ooh, birds with teeth. I like that. I've thought sometimes about trying to... I did make, like, a makeshift VTuber that we popped up on screen simultaneously with my camera here a couple of times. I've thought about, like, what concept I'd want to do if I ever tried to do a VTuber, because that's, like, everybody's thing, but I still do think I'm able to better emote, like, with my face. If you can see my face. Vera said, Katie, right, wahoo! And then the shout out, Nora said, hi, Katie. Oak says, hi, Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, Kuru, no. Vera said, oh, man. And the new shout out, Vera said, it worked. Queen Katie said, don't worry, the sheep lived. Aguilera said, yay, I won a 10,000. Krista said, check it again. No, boo, oh, man. Queen Katie said, I finished case 2. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me try one more thing, Crystal, real quick. For our new follower, Emmy, I will get back to the game, I promise. I just like to get distracted chatting with the chat. I enjoy it. I enjoy hanging out with friends. So we will get back to the game. But hang on, I'm gonna try something to see if this. Let's see if this fixes the VIP TTS. Give me just 1 second here. This won't take very long. Click this, and okay. Let me know if that works. You can try again, and we'll see if that works. Quick Gator said, also, we accused a dog for murder. We got another bad ending out of it. You're accusing dogs and chickens in this game? I need to play this game. Chris says, a dog? First a chicken, now a dog? Queen Gator says, yeah. Weeda said, if you need me, I'm going to be lurking, playing Pokemon Shiny, hunting a bird. Wait, a bird, not a bug, Weedle? You're branching out? I'm surprised you didn't mention anything about the accusations against dogs, Weedle. Quick Gator said, hope we get more animals each case. Weedle says, oh no. Oak says, does Athena have the same voice as Yukari? No, I think Yukari, I gave Yukari kind of this sort of a voice. She has the same voice we gave Yuko in P3P. I have a very limited, very finite number of voices I try to give female characters. I'm not good at that. Nora said, it's my favorite girl, best girl. Okay, there we are. Let's play a little bit more. Listen to them now with that keen sense of hearing you are so proud of. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. He's right. That was harsh. He didn't have to go that far. I feel kind of sorry for the witness. And why is the lawyer's outfit so yellow? It's orange! It's orange! And if the witness wasn't hot, they wouldn't be so sympathetic for her. She's got hot privilege. No, I was just trying to find the truth. Why is the whole gallery siding with Prosecutor Sadmari? And why are they all colorblind? The people understand. They know what is right and what is wrong. The lawyer's still in training, isn't she? Why is she all by herself? I hear the voices of the gallery. I can hear the voices of their hearts. It's so intense. I feel so alone up here fighting by myself. We'll do another for Simon Blackwell. He's your friend. He treats you like a jerk, but it's like the same way Big Brother does. He's on your side. Sorry, I just needed a sip of water right there. Are you afraid, child? It is ludicrous to come to a trial with such paltry preparations of the soul. I command you to leave this courtroom at once. But I can't give up. I have to keep pressing on. As long as there was a moment when nobody was watching the dressing room door, the defendant can't be convicted solely on Prosecutor Blackwell and Geru's testimonies. Even now, you would continue to resist. You are childish in defeat as well, I see. I'm not out for the count yet, Buster. I am just getting started. Despite your posturing, is it not true that your resolve could crumble at any moment? With but a little push, you would surely succumb to despair. Why is he like so much more evil in this chapter? He is like really mean to Athena. I mean, granted, in the last chapter, he was trying to get Phoenix killed, but he was doing it politely. You know? If you're polite when you get someone killed, that's not as bad as being mean. Wait for the butterfly. A little push, such as with this piece of conclusive evidence. Conclusive evidence, huh? That is correct. We found a critical piece of evidence at the scene of the crime. The victim's dying message, which clearly implicates the accused Bucky Wheat. The message, written in his own blood, reads 11:037. Oh, and a pin message by Crystal said, he just jet lagged, leave Yuta alone. Okay, so if you're jet lagged, then you're allowed to be mean to Athena. So next time I'm jet lagged, I can just go on stream and just like rant and rave and say mean things to Athena. I gotta make sure I know the rules. Vera says to Oak, nope, Fuka in the old P3. Wait, hang on. Are you saying like the voice actor? Are you saying that like Fuka's old voice in Persona 3? Because like Athena's voice in this one is the same one as Akane in Danganronpa 2. I can't see that as Fuka. I like Fuka's current voice actress. Crystal says to Weedle, we need to watch out if Katie if she harms the dog. And then some gambling. Quiketa said, don't worry, the dog ran away from the main character. Nora said, it's my favorite best girl, baby girl, cutie patootie, best, hold it, hold it. That's how she says it. Amazing, unstoppable, smart, best girl, #1 character, Athena. I think Nora might slightly like Athena. Oak said, no, like the voice Logan does. Okay, so that's what I was saying before. Crystal says, oh, good. Oak says, it sounds like either Yukari or Yuko. Yeah, it's Yuko. Vera said, laughing, I assume, about the game. Crystal says, rip Logan suffering from this map. Oak says, so Logan hasn't done the credits for P3R8. I haven't. So that's going to be at the beginning of tomorrow's stream. And apparently there's going to be a clip spam coming from Queen Katie during that. So it'll be fun times. Nora said, Yukari mentioned. Quiketa said, I have a guide, by the way, Logan. Vera said, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Valley Girl voice. Crystal says, nope. Quiketa said, just yell potato if you need. Crystal laughing. Quiketa said, present the door connecting the hallway in the yard. Vera says, save him, y'all. Crystal says, potato. Quiketa says, lol. Crystal says, laughing. I want to see when our new friend Emmy came in here. I hope Emmy is still here. I worry when new people follow, and then it takes me forever to get to any comments that they may have written. And so I'll get to it eventually. I promise. Oh, and Vera with the pin message saying, yes, I don't know what that yes is a reference to, but I will take courage from that yes and be encouraged in it. So thank you very much for the pin message, Vera. Appreciate it. The victim's dying message, which clearly implicates the accused Bucky Wheat. Is it going to be in flour? Because there was flour smeared all over the place. Oh, there's blood. And there... why? Why the Tomcat? I was just... Okay, I will read a few more comments. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat. I don't know who the Tomcat was from, and I can't assume people because I'm always wrong when I assume now. Oak says to Crystal, it's a really good thing I didn't talk about stuff in the Persona chat then. Vera said, he got it. Quiketa said, I sent the smart cells to him. Crystal says, he got it eventually. Crystal says, phew. Quiketa said, gotta yoink some foods. Mercury said, I gotta go for now. See you later. Bye, Mercury. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your night. If you're able to pop by later, we'd love to see you. And Mercury says, dang, I had to go when he shout out to me. I'm sorry. Oh, and Vera with an ad quote, the present is boring if you want to experience the future. Wait, if you want to experience the future? I thought I said if you want to experience the present, go outside right now. Did I say that wrong? Oh, Vera said, crap, I wrote this wrong. Meant the present, okay. So I didn't mess it up. Yay. Okay, let's play some more. Look at these Japanese playing cards known as karuta lined up on the table. Are they gonna spell out his name or something? Huh?
Logan, how many bits would I have to pay for you to wear a full Chidori cosplay on stream?
Probably the amount of the cost of a full Chidori cosplay plus shipping, and let's say, 100,000 bits. You gotta make it worth my while, because I'm gonna be honest, there's no way I'm doing that. I have worn my Monokuma Kigurumi before, and that is a redeem for just a number of channel points. And I've done desk cosplays of both Edgeworth and Apollo Justice. But probably not a big frilly, because like, what would I do with that afterward? I don't have any room in my place as it is. I don't have any closet space. And I've seen dresses like that. Those things take up a huge amount of space. Anyway. So these playing cards, they can spell out something. Look at these Japanese playing cards known as Karuta lined up on the table. These special English version Karuta cards spell out a message. That message, wet number 4. Okay, I don't remember what number he is, because all the people who worked there were wet number whatever. Let me check the court record real quick, see if it says... Oh, it doesn't say, yeah, my client for the case, and fourth head of wet soba, so he is wet number 4. He's still got a lot to learn about noodle making. Okay, so there's gotta be some way that wet number 4 is gonna move to somebody else. We've got either Geiru Tornado, or there's someone else I think named like... It was either Emiru or Emilio or something like that. Uendo, that's what it was. Uendo was the other person. Let's see, Geiru or Uendo. It's gonna be somewhere. It's like maybe if we flip the cards around, they say something else. We'll figure it out. Or it could be that the message was left by the killer rather than by him. Wet number 4? You mean wet noodle number 4? Yes, wet noodle number 4, as the 4th head chef of Wet Soba is also known. Except I don't know how he could do that, because like the way his head is face down in the thing implies a very sudden sort of thing. So it's not like, oh, I'm dying. Let me take the cards to search through this deck. Okay, where are they? There's the W, okay. And let's keep going. Heart, start pumping just for a second here. H, okay, E, there's T. Oh, there's a 4, I'll save that for a minute. Heart, please keep pumping. Okay, there's an N. There's an O. Okay, a 4. Now, noodles, here I come. Sploosh, face first into it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not like, I mean, because one thing when people are scrawling out stuff with their blood and they're like, face down and doing it. But like, if you're face down and you're thinking noodles, you can't be pulling out cards doing that stuff. But maybe we'll see like an explanation here. But we shall see. We shall see. Yes, wet noodle number 4, as the 4th head chef of Wet Soba is also known. This message points to none other than the accused, Bucky Wet. No! That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Wow, great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh no, this is really, really bad. What do I do? Crime scene report updated in the court record. With the what?
Hey Logan.
Hey!
On my lunch right now and wanted to pop and how are you? And is that Gale Tornado Ice Bomb?
It is! We're doing the clown girl case, the one from the memes. We are, and she's acting delightful so far. She's one of only 2 possible murderers, and I suspect it's probably gonna be her. Because I did see a GIF with her that looked like it might have been the beginnings of a breakdown GIF. But then again, like, it's not always the culprit who breaks down. So, but she's probably a murderer. But she's a delightful murderer. And we love delightful murderers here. How you doing, Jorge? Are you on your lunch right now? It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so this got updated. It says contains photos of the crime scene. The victim's dying message is clearly visible in them. So let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Then Crystal says, ooh, forgot that I was supposed to give a joke. Laughing. Yeah, oh, you got to now, Crystal. You're obligated. Crystal says, anyways, Veer said, I don't know how. Whoop. I will try to remember to fix that myself off stream. Crystal says, hey, Logan, I broke my finger last week. Okay, so this is going to be a setup for like a one-liner joke. Broke my finger last week. So about fingers, pointer, index, middle ring, pinky. I'm not sure. Crystal says, on the other hand, I'm okay. Oh, that is good. These are all such good jokes. I thought I had like a wide knowledge of, why? Thank you for the Tomcat. This is so loud in my ears. One of these days, I'm gonna like crank up the volume on those sound alerts for you guys too. Cause like when I watch the VODs, they're not as loud as they are for you guys as they are for me. I'll just turn down the volume on everything else so it'll force you guys to like really crank up your computer volume and everything will be so quiet. And then one of you will do the Tomcat and it'll like explode your speakers. And then my community will crumble because nobody wants to hang out in my streams. That's gonna happen. And I'll be like, that was a prank well accomplished. But thank you so much to the Tomcat. Thank you, Crystal, for the joke. Oh, and Phoenix Hero with a lurk. Phoenix! Can you still hear me from the lurk? How are you? Vera said, Saori is a FEMC exclusive. She's the Maya replacement. So she's an online groomer? Crystal says, hey, Logan, what kind of music do the planets listen to? Oh, I've heard this one. I know I've heard this one. Oh, crap. What kind of music do the planets listen to? Oh, darn it. I know I've heard this one. But I'm drawing a blank. I am not sure. Nora says, you seem to Vera, you seem to know something about P3P. I has question. Eglin says, okay, now I'm back on track. I just need to lose big to win big. Oh, is that what you did? Did you switch teams to Team Present? Now you're gonna throw all the matches? Crystal says, Neptunes, there we go. That's good. That is good. Oak says, Athena does have Yuko voice. Indeed she does. And Vera posted a bunch of links. That must be when Emmy came here. Quickita said, back with some wafers, saving the rest for tomorrow. And there's Emmy! Emmy, hi! I made it to where you appeared in the chat. I don't know if you're still here. If you're gone, that's fine though. But maybe you're watching this from the VOD. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're lurking. But thank you again for the follow. I just hope that I haven't scared you off and made you unfollow. I have imposter syndrome, Emmy. Just so you know. Would you still carry on your futile fight in the face of this irrefutable evidence? You can say whatever you want, but no, stop, not while I'm talking. I was speaking. Why are you interrupting me? It is cruel to give the accused false hope. You will only compound his suffering. Wise people of the courtroom, do you not agree? Hubbub. He's right. It's cruel to make him suffer where there's conclusive evidence. And what an incompetent noob. I feel bad for the victim and the defendant. Also, are those supposed to be like dark flesh-colored shorts under her dress, or is that the shadow from her dress? I couldn't tell if she was wearing like dark flesh biker shorts or not. Sorry for looking at her legs. I am but a man. What? But I'm trying to prove Mr. Wet's innocence here. I know you can hear them, defense. Their voices implore you to save the accused's soul. It is time for you to let it go and move on, you inexperienced lawyer. Hey, at least he didn't call her putrid. You lack the competence with which to accomplish anything meaningful here. Is he right? Is this too much for me to handle on my own? And why are the shoulder frills in my dress clipping through the sleeves? It doesn't seem real. What good is she doing anybody? She should just quit right now. Grr! Now, defense, leave everything to this humble servant of the Holy Mother. Silence! Ah, it's Blackwell! What the hell? What, Blackwell? TTS noise?
I'll be real with you all. Gale is my favorite character design in Ace Attorney next to Phoenix himself and Mia Fey.
Really? You see, I like her. I think I like Mo the Clown a little bit more just because he's more of like a traditional clown. I mentioned before, I do like clowns. I don't have like a thing for clowns. I'm not like a clown fetishist or something like that. But because I know a lot of people are like, clowns are creepy. My whole life, I've always found clowns to be delightful. I think it's because as a kid, I've mentioned this before, whenever my family would go on road trips to California, we'd stop off in Nevada at the Circus casino, and they had like fun carnival games. And so growing up, I always loved clowns. Not loved, but they liked. I'm a clown enjoyer. But she's fun. I do like her, Jorge. And thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. And look at this, Blackwell is on our side of the state. Now, I am curious, are they just like going to mirror image everything? Because does he have anything asymmetrical in his character design? Or are they actually like, I don't know, but this is cool. So he can come down. See, Who is it? Nora, weren't you saying that, oh, I hate Black Will, he has to die because he's being mean to Athena? Look at this. Everybody else in the courtroom is turned against Athena, and he is the one person coming down to her defense. It's because he's like a big brother to her. He is protective. He's like, he razzes her. He gives her a hard time. Huh?
His bangs are asymmetrical.
Okay. So we got to check him out. So hang on. If we look at the court record, can we see what his bangs are supposed to look? Oh, that's right, because it's white on this side. So we got to see if when he turns around, or maybe he's not going to turn around. Maybe he's just going to face away from us the whole time. We got to see if his white streak is still over the correct eyeball. Good call. Or this might be what was supposed to be his white streak. In fact, I bet it is, because it looks like it's kind of haphazardly colored black. So I think that's going to be, I think they went that extra mile. Thank you, Magpie. I forgot about that. And thank you for the 10 bits. And thank you both Jorge and Magpie for the 10 bits. He's trying to use your keen sense of hearing against you to manipulate the trial, Athena. Yay! He's not just flipped. What a cheap trick for a supposedly holy man. Simon! I like that she calls him Simon, too. That it's not just Prosecutor Blackwell. And you... Fop-doodles? You... Wow! Hang on, Tomcat! I've just found my new favorite word ever. You fop-doodles in the gallery. I need to Google this. Fop-doodles. Is this a real word? Fop-doodle. From fop, a vain man or a dandy, and doodle, meaning obsolete, mindless person, fool, or simpleton. So a fop-doodle is, the word is listed as obsolete. A stupid or insignificant fellow, a fool, a simpleton. Fop-doodle. I love that. And you fop-doodles in the gallery. That's right, you can't censor me. Nothing but a bunch of fop-doodles. Can't a man watch a trial in peace? Fop-doodle. I love this. This inexperienced amateur is about to turn the trial around. See, I like seeing this, because so much of Dual Destinies, he was just kind of being mean to everybody, including Athena, and then we find out at the end that they actually have this long history of deeply caring about each other. And so I like seeing this. This is the Simon Blackwell I like to see. He's still cocky, he's still manipulative, but he's like our friend. I gotta read some more in the chat though. Vera said, pinned it for him to see. And Emmy says, yeah. Nora says, how do I romance Yukari without mods as FemC? Because I feel like there has to be a way. And Google AI Overview said I could. And of course, Google's never wrong. Obviously, isn't Google AI the one that was like telling people to eat poisonous stuff or something like that? Don't trust Google AI. I assume the game. Stop jittering, game. Hang on, I'm gonna save. I might need to like reload if it's stuttering like this. But no, I assume that you probably can't as FemC. Sad. I know. Vera said you can't. The only girl you can romance as FemC is I guess. Emmy says, is this game cool? Well, Emmy, if you're still here, oh wait, hang on then, Emmy, I got a question for you. If you've never played this game, and hang on, I'm gonna reload everything. If you've never played this game, then how'd you find our channel? Oh, now it's back to normal. There we go. Because I feel like most people wander in because of the game that we're playing. But yeah, this is a fun game. So Emmy, if you're still here, this is a murder mystery courtroom simulation thing. So we're a defense attorney. And it's like every chapter, we will have a client who's falsely accused of murder. And then we have to like find evidence and present it in court and make arguments and things like that to get our client acquitted. So yeah, no, I think it's neat. I like it. I think it is a delightful game. Let's see. Vera says, yeah, it's silly. Quick Edison puts on sunglasses. So cool. It's so swag. Oak says, I'm on the October 4th stream of Persona 3 Reload. I'm so excited. That reminds me, Oak, and for anyone else who's interested, I did have a little bit of time right before the stream. It's actually part of why I was a little bit late here. I realized that, oh crap, I haven't updated the VOD archive on YouTube in a long time. So I transferred about 20 or 21 new videos over there. So it should be everything up through this past Tuesday night's stream is now up there, because I was thinking like, crap, what if like Oak or other people get like caught up to what's on there and just like, oh, there's nothing more. So there's a whole slew of new videos there. Vera says to Emmy, I'm curious how you found Logan. Oh, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Vera said, if you don't mind me asking. Oak says he always talked about how the story being too slow was his main complaint about P3. Well, it wasn't that the story was slow. It's that for most of the game, there was no story. It was just kind of like, yeah, there's this Tartarus thing. Just do that. Just do that. There's occasional bosses or whatever. And then you're just doing your school life simulator. I think I got used to both Persona 4 and 5, like 5 especially, which had very like detailed story. Event happens that leads to this other next event, leads to this next event, like lots and lots of stuff in the story in addition to school life sim. But it's still a good game. See, Eglin said, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking for the Grand Fest Plaza and trying to find the idle stages. Oak says, and the October full moon really hits you in the story. Let's say crotch. How about that? That it does. That's the one with the fortune, right? And what happens afterward? Eglin said, I found 2 of 3. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game here now. This inexperienced amateur is about to turn the trial around. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. Does that prosecutor really think she can turn things around? I mean, he seems pretty confident. The mood in this courtroom is starting to change. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you doing at the defense's bench? Hey, Miles Edgeworth can do it, so I can do it too. Shut up. I grew bored of watching from the gallery. He grew bored of Athena calling him up and down the stairs over and over again. But we have a sidekick now. I love like the former adversary turned ally type of thing. Besides, if I were to leave this trial to this spring chick and lose my favorite soba shop in the process, I will be quite cross. I just like that he can move without us having to hear the clank of chains anymore. You voluntarily stand on the side of impurity and sin. Truly, what a fool you are. Oh, that's a new animation. I like that. Oh, because, yeah, we probably haven't ever seen him from this angle. That was neat. To think you were so easily manipulated by his parlor tricks. Whatever happened to qualified and capable, Athena? I just let my guard down a little bit, but it won't happen again. Then gird up your loins and steel yourself for battle. Stop talking to me about loins, Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm not girding up anything in this skirt. I am letting my loins flow free. Let them sway in the wind. Let them dangle from gravity. But I am ready to get serious. It seems there is now yet another soul I must cast down to heck. I was in prison for a long time, and heck sounds no worse than sec, to be honest. Sorry, I know that second one wasn't a word that Logan's uncomfortable saying, but I had to make it rhyme. Ah, but the fires of heck will not be the end of your suffering. For the sin you have just committed, you shall surely be reborn as a panda in your next life. It fits his color palette. A white and black reverse panda, that is. You think that's bad? Are you racist, Nayuta? And you shall be put in a zoo to be exposed to public ridicule. Are you kidding? If there's like a reverse panda in real life, everybody would probably love that panda. People come from miles around to see it. A threat like that won't work on Prosecutor Blackwell. After all, he's already used to looking like a panda in this life. Who you call panda? Shut up. I don't want to look like a panda. I want to be a magnificent bird. Sorry! I see that you are both prepared to face the fires of, let's say, condemnation. Geiru, thank you for your service. That's right. She's also a war veteran. You didn't know that when you were accusing her. You may step down now. Okie dokie. Bye-bye, balloon! Bye. Pew! And then she fades from existence. And we never saw her again. Does everything have to be about balloons with her? Now then. I have a witness prepared to testify about the Karuta cards. And who is the witness this time? The first to discover the body, and someone who witnessed the crime firsthand. Wait, this is news that was it Uendo witnessed the crime? What? Mr. Uendo Tornado. The time has come for that ponytailed pair over there to finally let it all go and move on. Very well. I wish I had a ponytail. Let's bring in this witness then. All right, so what's okay? I want to look. What's he gonna be? We already had a clown. Is he gonna be like a mime? He's a youngin. He's just a little guy. But okay, so he is one of those Rakugo storytellers. So is he gonna be kneeling at the stand? Is he just gonna be telling jokes the whole time? Here, witness, please state your name and occupation. So what should his voice be if he's gonna be a Rakugo storyteller? I need to figure out. Let me read some chat while we decide what his voice is going to be. Let's see. Nora said, I'm going to figure out how to because she's just so hard. I love it so much. Quikita said, for real, lol. Nora said, it may be impossible, but I'm going to do it. Quikita said, gasp. I forgot I had ice cream for an option. I'm going to wait till my favorite part pops up. Hee hee hee. I wish I had some ice cream. I don't know if you saw. Extemporaneous said that today was chocolate milkshake day.
Be prepared for multiple voices. Smile.
Oh, somebody had said how that this game is going to kind of stretch the need for acting or something like that. So is it that this guy is he going to be doing like a one-man show where everything is going to be put in a different voice? So his normal voice needs to be distinct, but also not too like specifically in any direction. But thank you very much for the 10 bits and for that clue right there. Magpie says, honestly, I just don't want my face on camera. I barely like my own voice, let alone putting my face on screen. I'm glad you're comfy on screen, Logan. I think a live person is probably more fun. I like it. Here's the thing. I'm used to it because it's like, that's my job. I act, I go on stage, I do commercials, I do small parts in movies. As I saw people were talking about on Discord, one of the movies I was in. So I'm used to it. I remember when I first started, I really hated the sound of my voice when I would see like recordings. I've gotten used to it now, so I think I'm fine with it. But like, cause when I was a bit younger, some people would kind of make fun of me for my voice, mainly because they would say that I sounded like a radio announcer or something like that. I've tried really hard to make my voice a little bit more natural sounding, but I think there's still quite a bit of that still left in there. Although, as I mentioned before, I did have a speech impediment when I was little, and sometimes it sneaks back up on me. And Crystal says, 2350. Oh, we're already half hour behind. Oak says to Nora, I'm not sure that if it's in portable. I know FES has some transphobia that was cut for reload. Quickita said that's one of the exact reasons why I myself am a VTuber. Let's see, and Crystal tries the TTS again. Meow, 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 meow. Boo, ah! So still down. Oak says, actually, I don't even know if it's in the FMC road, but it really sucked in FES. I need to keep track of what the different games are, because there's regular, portable, FES. Does FES stand for anything? Oh, and the other thing I will say about VTubers, I think part of me will almost like to get into it because it's a trendy thing. It's a trendy thing right now, and part of me feels like a little left out. Especially since sometimes I'll see things on Twitter where it's like, hey, post your VTuber models, and I think it'd be fun to be a VTuber, but I also think that I'm better able to communicate visually on camera. So I don't know. Plus, if I really wanted a high quality one, I would probably need to have like a lot of money to commission an artist to actually do it. Nora says to Vero, do you know if you can get mods for P3P on Nintendo Switch? I don't think you can do mods on Switch without your Switch being jailbroken, unfortunately. Oak says, I'm glad they changed it for reload. And Vera said, gotta mod your entire Switch, I think, because the modded FMC stuff are our PSP version. Magpie says, isn't that the voice of a girl named Kari from Digimon 2, more or less? I am not sure. I've seen very little Digimon. Quikita said, yee, that's what I did for my P3P game. It's on PSP. Nora said, what does that mean? I've never used anything with mods before. It just means like Nintendo stuff, you're not supposed to be able to like change stuff in the game. On your computer you can, because like your computer. And a pin message. Oh, here we go. Trivia for Uendo's name. Uendo's Japanese name is Bifu Senpute. And te was that suffix is a title, right? It says Bifu means beautiful wind. Is that at all related to the fact that Bufu is ice stuff in Persona? And is homonymous. Am I saying that right? Homonymous? With the word meaning breeze. I thought Oh, well, anyway, fitting with his and Geiru Tornado's wind-themed names. Okay, I dig that. I don't know if there's more layers to it, but I do like that it's not just like, his name isn't just Wind, that there's layers to it. Oak says to Nora, if I remember correctly, modding a Switch is kind of a pain in the butt. Well, I don't know if it could get you in trouble with Nintendo Online stuff too. Like, if I don't know, I honestly don't know. So somebody please correct me. Could that get you banned from like using any type of online games, especially ones where that you compete against other players if you have a modded Switch? I'm really not sure how that works. Amir says, if you mod your Switch, you lose your Nintendo Online privileges. Oh, look at that. I apparently should have just waited. The answer was right there. Couldn't get it. Said, hey, Vero, something good is about to happen soon. Magpie says, I love pss, pss, pss for Simon Blackwell. And Crystal does quote number 37. Stay away, horse. Omori, July 27th, 2022. Okay. So with this guy, like I want him to have like almost like an announcer voice, but not like Fulbright. Because remember, Fulbright was like this all the time. Now I want him to be, I'm the rock. What could he? Maybe just a really commanding. I don't know. What voice should he have? Sorry, any lurkers that I'm taking so long to decide this. But another pin message. Please pin puzzle. Oh whoa. By the way, Logan, this character is not only my favorite in this case, but is also the reason why I say this case is gonna test your acting chops. That's like what Magpie was saying a second ago. Maybe his normal voice should be like the Garfield voice. I'm the Rakugo Storyteller, Uendo Tornado. I know we use that for Jinxie. What would be a game show host type of a voice here? I am the Rakugo Storyteller, Uendo Tornado. That's a little bit Fulbright-ish though. Even if my performance isn't worth watching, I will certainly watch my words. I wouldn't want to say anything thoughtless and get arrested. Oh. Is this supposed to be a different voice? After all, that would be a raccoon. No, hee hee, ooh. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Oh, why just leaves? Alden, come back here. You can't leave just yet. You've only just introduced yourself. Oh, my. Are you a fan of mine, miss? Would you like my autograph? One moment, please. I gotta paint it. Got some good calligraphy going on here. Hey, ooh. Oh, 3D. Ow. What do you think you're doing? Oh, no need to stand on ceremony. My fan deserves a fan after all. Ew. A fan for a fan. Nice one. Hee hee. Oh my, oh, why if it isn't Simon? How are you this fine day, sir? Ooh, quite a dilly of a pickle we found ourselves in, wouldn't you say? How is this so far? Is this working okay for the voice? I don't believe I've ever seen you talk quite so much, Uendo. I never performed in a place like this. You know I got butterflies here, can't you see? Why do I always get the weird ones? Athena, this is Japanifornia. There are no non-weird ones in this universe. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Nora said, okay, so if I get P3P on my computer, then how do I get the mod where I can romance Yukari's Femc? I would imagine you'd probably find it in a place like, I used to get my mods for Skyrim on Nexus mods. So someplace like that? Oak says, modding on PC is much easier. I agree. Kukita said, just DM me and I can help you tomorrow. I was able to do everything by trial and error for mine. Oak says, I don't know how it works for P3P, but I was able to mod Reload and Royal pretty easily. Crap, now I'm starting to like talk more announcery myself. We got a clip from Vero. Hang on, we're gonna take a quick break. Any lurkers, we're taking a quick little pause here to watch this clip from Vero. We're gonna pop it up the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. This clip from Vero is titled, Color Blindness is Spreading. Oh, we gotta unmute her. There we go.
Hubbub. He's right. That was harsh. She didn't have to go that far. I feel kind of sorry for the witness. And why is the lawyer's outfit so yellow? It's orange! It's orange! And if the witness wasn't hot, they wouldn't be so sympathetic for her.
That is true!
She's got hot privilege.
She does! she does. I mean, that is like attractiveness, basically socioeconomic, like wealth and things like that. Wealth and like political influence and that and attractiveness are like the two biggest things that can give you privilege in your life. Oak says, just follow the instructions on Game Banana. Quick Kitty said, yeah, Game Banana has it all. Crystal says, he's just jet lag, leave you alone. Quick Kitty says, that's where I got it from. Vera says, worthy of a pin. Oh, okay, well, I don't question. So there we go, worthy of a pin. All right, let's keep playing a bit. Why do I always get the weird ones? Pardon me, witness. As much as I enjoy your banter, I believe we'd better return to the case at hand. I suppose you're right in that case. Ooh. I was promoted to Futasume yesterday and received the stage name of Uendo. The show is our way of celebrating my new name and middle rank standing. And then that happened. Did his lips just get shiny? I never dreamed something like that would happen, not in a million years. And just as I got my chance to start repaying my debt to Shinsho too. Okay, so he has a debt to the victim, so that makes him a potential culprit. Yeah, plus I'm worried about Geiru. Oh, she looks so sad! I mean, it could be fake tears. It could be she just like splashed a water balloon in her face. The way she clung to Shinsho, poor thing, I told her to keep a stiff upper lip. What do you want to bet that she was using that as an excuse to like steal something from him, like slip his wallet out of there? So she's still a suspect too. Stiff like rigor mortis. Oh, yeah. Keep telling those lamb jokes and Shinsho'll come scold you from the grave. I wouldn't mind getting yelled at, you know, if it meant seeing him again. Uendo, please, as charming as your various characters are, this isn't a Rakugo stage. I don't know, I'm kind of digging this guy. Let us hear your testimony now, witness. Tell the court about the evidence left at the scene, the proof of the accused's guilt. Darn it, have you guys ever get a scratch that's like an itch right between your shoulder blades and you can't reach it? Shinsho's dying message. I noticed Shinsho's dying message right away. The stiff cards. Wait, stiff cards? Right there next to the stiff, you see. Hey now, enough with the silly puns already. Anyway, I got the meaning right away. I knew it must have been talking about Bucky. That was the master's final message, left as he was drowning in soba broth. It's so like Shinsho not to write Bucky's name outright. Plain and simple wasn't his style. Well, that was certainly a more entertaining testimony than usual. The feelings that I'm experiencing when you do that lady voice, though, it's making me question things about myself. I'm gonna have a long chat with my wife tonight after I get home. The variety of characters performed by the witness was absolutely splendid. He did 2 characters. But he shouldn't be performing any characters in the first place, Your Honor. Says you, Athena. This is delightful. Run with it. And Uendo, the murder weapon hasn't been determined yet. So how can you say the victim was drowned in soba broth? It's obvious. All you have to do is look at the crime scene. He was found with his face shoved in a bowl. It's only natural to assume he was drowned in the broth of the noodles. Except we're not here to assume things, Uendo. You know what happens when you assume? You become a sumi. You're now a sumi, Uendo. So please stick to just the facts. Oh my, it's like a soba chef to kill someone this way, wouldn't you say? And with the Karuta message he left behind, it's clear Bucky Wet did it. Setting aside the issue of the murder weapon for now, that dying message certainly does seem to be irrefutable evidence. Indeed, it proves the absolute guilt of the accused. Okay, even I gotta admit that I can't see how that message could be anything else. Bucky used soba for the deed, all to get back the soba shop deed. Did, get it? He did the deed. He did the deed. Look at all those cushions. I love it. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. I wonder if he's really short. Ah! This testimony makes Mr. Wet look super guilty. I have to do something. That's his conclusive evidence? What a farce. What do you mean, Simon? What's this? I thought you said you weren't planning on asking me for help. I did, and I won't. Thank you very much. Simon must have found an inconsistency in the testimony. I'd better listen carefully and try to see what he found. Okay, you guys know the drill. When we begin a cross-examination, we'll save, we'll press everything, and then
BTW. Becoming a Reikugo performer begins with the person choosing a master and becoming their apprentice. An aspiring performer must first train as a Zensa, opening act, trainee. Once the Zen's trainees receive the approval of their master, they will advance upward through the position.
Oh, through the positions of Futasume. Oh, that's what he said. Literally a second rank apprentice, and Shinuchi, a top rank apprentice. I feel like I'm getting like a history lesson. See, this is the way you be educational. Not like in Persona 3 where you just have like Edokawa show up and vomit into your ear holes facts about magic for like 10 minutes straight. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Now I'm gonna save the game. Hang on. Let me save. I'll read some more in the chat. Magpie says, this is one of those games where everything feels so much deeper on a D-play. Oh, assuming you mean replay, because you understand his motivations and why he's like that. Ooh. Nora said, I'm not getting P3P on my computer yet because I don't have any money left because I spent all of it on P3P for the Switch, but I will, ... eventually. Vera says, yes. Nora says, no, you can't. You cannot. You leave my favorite girl alone. Quickity said, yes, I have quite the clip spam. Nora said, quote, I think Nora might slightly like Athena. Wow, never thought about that. Oak says, laughing. Oak says, already evil. Nora said, no bullying my girl. I'm curious to see if there's a change in Nora's attitude toward Blackwell once he stands up for her. Nora said, my Twitch keeps freezing. Said, Tomcat work, it's frozen for me. Oak said, Tomcat worked. Would have said, he only think it me who Tomcats. I used to, but then I found out that sometimes Crystal does it to make me think it was you, maybe. Nora said, my stream is just dead right now. Oak says, on it! Quick says, Oak, no! Oh, that must have been for all the bits and everything. Vera says, add quote, if you're polite when you get someone killed, that's not as bad as being mean. Oak says, need to go to my savings. No, Oak, why, Tomcat? But no, Oak, for real, don't spend $1,000 on me. You'll regret spending $1,000 on me, Oak. I am not worth $1,000. Crystal says, Oak! Vera says, Oak, no! Nora said, it's completely frozen for me. What is happening? Nora, maybe try refreshing your... I was going to say try refreshing your stream, but you probably can't hear me say that. Vera says, laughing. Oak says, sorry, Grandma, your life support isn't as important. Not important as this? No! Vera said, Oak. Nora says, Oak said, don't worry, I'm joking. She's already dead! Well, I guess you don't need to spend money on her. Unless there are funeral expenses. Crystal says, ha! Nora says, and then said, drop my iPad because there was like a keyboard slam. Quick said, Vera, we're close to something fun soon. Nora said, I didn't mean to type. Vera said, I feel bad for laughing. Oak says, you have no idea how bad I want for Logan to wear this. Vera said, for reference, 100,000 bits is around $1,232 minus taxes plus the amount of the cost of the costume plus shipping. That has to, so it's 100,000K plus however much that is. Vera says, dollars. Oak says, if it was just the cosplay cost, I would do it, but I do not have 100,000 bits. Money said, oh no, I can't do it, oh no. But seriously, like, I don't know, because for example, we had a family member who is storing a very large, frilly, like fancy party dress in my mom is like storing it for her in my mom's closet. And if you were to ever visit my mom and see her closet, it's like 50% is just that dress. These things are huge. I do not know how cosplayers do it. Especially if you have like a small place to live. I don't understand it. Let's see. Oak said, well, I could maybe do the cosplay cost. Crystal says, Oak, no! Oak says, depends on how expensive they are. Oak says to Crystal, it would be so funny though. Vera said, the one and only. Nora said, I'm definitely gonna draw a Gayru. She looks so cute. And there's Jorge saying, awooga. And said, doing good. Have some Subway, and our company offered us a lunch, so I ate some bratwurst. Nice. Getting some brats. Subs and brats. Okay, let's keep going here. I noticed Shinsho's dying message right away. Hold it! Oh, hold it! That's how she says it, right? Uendo, when you saw the cards on the table, what made you think they were Master Tornado's dying message? Well, it was a coded message right there on the body. I hope we get a closer look at them. I want to see what this coded message looks like. I'm sure anybody would have thought that they were I'm sure anybody would have thought that they were there to name his killer. Nope, no character. I just did that for funsies, just like to click my fan. I love murder mysteries and often watch them on TV. Oh, I see. I saw a similar scene during a murder mystery marathon last Tuesday. That's what made me think this must be a dying message. The stiff cards were right there next to the stiff, you see. Hold it! The cards were on the table your master's body was slumped over, right? You must have been surprisingly calm to notice them at the time. As I said, the stiff cards were right there next to the stiff, so they were hard to miss. He's making a big deal about his pun. Is that going to be, maybe that'll be what the contradiction is? Is because they're soggy because of the noodle juice, so they shouldn't be stiff. Is that what it's gonna be? Oh, and you can see the letters now. Looks like a W. Maybe that's a T, I don't know, and that's an N-O, and that looks like a 4. So maybe that's gonna be the contradiction, that they aren't stiff, they're soggy? But wouldn't it have been more natural to notice the victim rather than the cards? The message just caught my eye because the stiff cards were right there next to the stiff. Yes, but that fact hardly seems significant enough to make a person take note of that. And stop saying stiff, stop saying stiff! Stiff cards next to the stiff, 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 stiff. Oh, stiff. Stop being a fop doodle. So basically there was no real reason for them to catch your eye, was there? Stiff. Hey now, enough with the silly puns already, hee hee! Hold it! That's right, I need you to give your testimony, not perform a scene. Please remember you're on the witness stand, not the stage. But look at all these wonderful people in the audience. It's only natural for an entertainer to want to have some fun, hee hee. I guess we can let a few jokes slide, right? Yes, oh, the inevitable bleeding of your work into other areas of your life. I know how that is. At home, I deliberate, I slam gavels, and I have family members executed. I find myself being unwittingly judgmental in my personal life, too. Right, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Well done, Your Honor. Guess you can't judge a judge by his cover. Whoa! I advise the defense not to be so critical of the witness. I love the judge is like totally on board with that. Alan Vera says, Mod is a way to get food. I just saw the pinned message. Oh, thank you, Vera, for the lurk. Enjoy your food. See you when you get back. Yes, Your Honor. Much obliged. Hee hee. Okay, oh crap, we're only like halfway through here. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Oak says, Tomcats look so fun to send, but I'm still waiting to emotionally manipulate Logan. I think it's the Tomcat. The worst one is the Edgeworth objection. I think is probably the loudest one that we have. Oak says, how loud does Logan have them on his side? I don't know decibels. I just know it's very loud in my ear, but when I watch on the VOD, it doesn't seem. Ow! You know what? That was my fault for mentioning the objection was louder. But thank you very much, whoever did that. Vera says, ad quote, she's probably a murderer, but she's a delightful murderer. Vera said, she's just a hermit. She's not an online groomer. She's a third year, I think. It's gonna be hard for a third year to be a groomer then. Oak says, a few more months of innocence and my emotional manipulation will pay off. Quickly said the Femc hermit is actually cool and dope. Eglin said, you can't switch teams once you pick. I just got good. Nice. Kicks some butt for the future. Eglin! Vera says, agreed. Quickgator said she's the sweetest darling who suffers the worst thing ever. Oak says, I really need to play Femc. Quickgator says, soon a fun thing will come. Is this guy the fun thing? Are we still waiting on the fun thing? Anyway, I got the meaning right away. I knew it must have been talking about Bucky. Hold it! The cards do spell out wet number 4. What could be interpreted as wet noodle number 4, I guess? I suppose you took this to mean Bucky wet. Well, there's only one wet noodle around here, and you've seen that giant 4 on his back. It's the only interpretation that makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. Ha! But wait a minute! What is it? What if there's another wet noodle in the area? Where did that smoke come from? His fan is not lit. Is he a dragon? Did I say something strange? Bucky is the sole heir to the shop. So enough with the ludicrous straw grasping. Hey, how was I supposed to know? Just listen to the testimony again and find the glaring inconsistency. It's gonna be the stiff thing, right? That was the master's final message left as he was drowning in soba broth. Or it's the fact that it was face down. He wouldn't have been able to see the cards. That's what I think, but I don't know how to present evidence to say something like that. So the victim lined up those cards in his final moments? How can you be so certain that's how it went down? I know Shinsho, he would never let someone get the last word on him, even in death, with his face in the soba broth and his consciousness fading away. Okay, so that's what it is. So it's not the stiff thing, I guess. Although they're soggy, it's the fact that his face is in a bowl. He left a message that pointed toward Bucky as he left this world. It's the only way it could have happened. Wait! The only way? Now you're just speculating. Look, a dying message is something you leave as you're dying, right? I saw a scene like that in a detective show. Uendo, we have a saying in my country, silence is more precious than diamonds. Please, do not speak any more than is necessary. But talking is my livelihood, you know? I talk all the time, this and that, truths and untruths. I can't stop myself from talking. Hopefully he'll stick to the truths without any of those untruths. This is a long cross-examination. It's fun, though. It's delightful. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Nora says to Queen Katie, who we talking about? I've been zoning out. Vera says she objectively got the better social links. I like some of the ones in ours. I love Tanaka. I enjoyed Gourmet King. But yeah, a lot of them in the regular Persona 3 were kind of boring. So are the ones in Portable better? Quicketa said the Hermit Social Link in Femc's route, it's different versus the original version. Magpie says, time for things to get good. Vera said, I'm scared now. Quicketa said, Vero, you're gonna like this soon. Nora says, Hermit, is that Saori? Quicketa said, I promise, Vero. Vera said, I was supposed to get snacks, but I'm waiting for the fun thing. Oak says, in P3P, is it still the same as when you max the links, it forces you to romance them? Oh yeah, somebody said that was the way it was in the original Persona 3, so is that way it is in Portable? Nora, that means you're gonna have a harem of men. Oak says, because I am not romancing Ken. Quicketa says, Simon on our side, he's on our side of the court. Magpie says, my boy. Bucky says, don't worry, I brought some for everyone. There's the snacks. Everybody, thank Bucky for the snacks. Thank you, Bucky. Vera says, Simon, next to us, wait! Magpie says, favorite mans. Vera says, huh? Nora says, I'm gonna kill everyone in the gallery. Nora, you seem to jump to murder a little bit quicker than is healthy, I think. Quicketa said, yeah, I knew this, Vero, and you love this. Vera says, oh my gosh, I was joking about the assistant Simon thing. Crystal says, circus? You mean circus? Circus! I like that. Okay, let's play a little bit more. It's so like Shinsho not to write Bucky's name outright. Plain and simple wasn't his style. Hold it! But don't you think it's strange? Could a dying person really leave such a convoluted message? Even in the throes of death, it was Shinsho's nature to throw in a twist somehow. Truly a consummate entertainer till the very end, don't you think? Was he really that great of... Oh, sorry, Athena. I saw Simon. Want to do Simon's voice. Was he really that great of a man, Simon? It would have been no easy task, to be sure. But who knows? He wasn't an entertainer for 55 years for nothing. If I ever fight the big one like that, I want to leave a message as good as Shinsho's. Hee hee. Well, let's hope it never comes to that. Simon, are all Rakugo artists like this? It's hard to say. It could simply be the eccentricity of an entertainer, or perhaps he's hiding something. Well, he doesn't have to entertain people in the court of law. And if he is trying to hide something, maybe it'll show up as a contradiction or something. I noticed Shinsho's dying message, right? Oh, so we're back to the start. Okay, so let's save. So it's gonna be one of two things. It's either that the cards weren't stiff because they were covered in noodle sauce, or it ought to be the fact that he's face down in the bowl, right? Because where is it that he said that? Left as he was drowning in soba broth. But how do we present that as contradiction? Because if I could show the picture of his face in the thing, but then it's gonna say, the judge would go, yep, see, his face is in the soba broth, just like he said. But it should be like, you can't see cards when your face is in a bowl. Have any of you tried to do that? So I'm gonna assume that it isn't that one. So let's try the stiff one first. Stiff cards right there next to the stiff, and let's try presenting the picture to show they were soggy. I don't know the significance of that, but okay.
Objection!
Nope. Knock, knock. Who's there? This evidence and that statement. This evidence and that statement, who? Oh, she said that. They contradict each other. That's who. Ha ha. That's not even the proper call and response for a knock knock joke. And what's more, her claim does not even make any logical sense. Your performance merits neither replies nor leniency defense. You know what? She deserves that penalty. Everyone's a critic. Cut me some slack. I'm still gonna reload though. So in that case, it is what I was originally thinking. That's the fact that his face was in the noodles. But how do I present evidence that says bowls are not transparent? Let's try that though. Let's see if we do this one. Master's dying message is who's drowning in soba broth. Is there anything else that points out that? Let's see. Simon's eyewitness account at the time of the incident includes additional info. Confirmed alive 4 p.m. When it discovered the victim's body upon entering the room after Bucky left. Before Bucky came to the theater, Gayru was outside feeding her dog a number of dumplings. The dog buried his leftovers in the yard. I love that's going to probably be important. Invitation. Inside the envelope is a ticket to the show and a letter from the victim. The letter contained a simple greeting and rundown of the show's program. Gayru was to perform her balloon act, then Uwenda was to do his soba glutton routine, and finally, Master Tornado was to perform his time soba routine. Wet soba deed. Autopsy report caused death suffocating. Nothing was found in his lungs. Maybe that's what it is? So it's not that he can't see the cards. It's that if he didn't drown. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb.
Objection!
This is so dumb. This is so dumb. There's a contradiction in Uwenda's testimony. And what would you care to explain where, Miss Sykes? You don't need to know. This is unnecessary. Certainly, Your Honor. According to the autopsy report, nothing unusual was found in the victim's lungs. That has nothing to do with what I'm doing here with this holographic display. I am just checking my social media. Ah, yes, it does say that, doesn't it? If he had drowned in a bowl of soba, then there should have been soba broth in his lungs. But since there wasn't any, it means the victim was suffocated with something other than soba broth. Why? Chat, I have a question for you, chat. Do I need to do a spit take with water when he does a spit take like that? Do I need to do that? Wait! This is the contradiction you noticed, isn't it, Simon? Not bad at all. I guess I showed you. But if drowning in the soba broth wasn't the cause of death, then when was the victim's face thrust into that bowl? Typhoon Tornado's face was thrust into the bowl after the murder, right? And that's the only one that makes sense, but let's save just in case. Sometimes games do stuff that don't make sense with them, huh?
Yes, Logan, we would be very disillusioned if you didn't do a real spit take.
Problem is I don't know if I know how to do a spit take. Whenever I do a spit take on stage, I usually do it after other people have done a bunch of spit takes, and so they do the basic statement repetition, then I do the variation by going to do it, and then I either pretend to cough and gag on the water, or I just bleh, and let it dribble down my chin or something like that, or just go in a steady stream. But do I have to? Thank you very much for the 10 bits, though. All right, he faces the rest in the bowl after his murder. Oh, and a poll just appeared. Hang on, a poll appeared saying, who is your favorite character that Uendo'd act so far? Good old Uendo, cool lady, or giggly, whimsical guy? Go ahead and cast your votes. I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm gonna let you all choose. Well, thank you very much for the poll. I assume that was Vero who popped that up. Because no soba broth was discovered in the victim's lungs. His head must have been placed into the bowl after he was killed with the bahar.
How to do a spit take. Try to blow out a candle on a birthday cake but with water in your mouth.
I don't think you've seen how I blow out candles. Like, cause like whenever I see a spit take, it's always best when they do like a big cloud, like kind of cloud, and it goes everywhere. Almost like it's a mist. When I blow out candles, I do it. It's just gonna be a stream of that's just gonna be all at once. I don't know if I trust that, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. What I should do is I should get like a bowl or something to catch it in case I mess up. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. His head must have been placed into the bowl after he was killed, and that's when the soba broth must have been spilled onto the Karuta cards. In other words, the victim could not have lined up the cards as he was drowning. I see. So it was done after he was already dead. But why would the culprit do such a thing? I'm afraid I don't know yet. Yeah. And then nothing. He just wanted to stop her from talking. He was getting tired of hearing her voice. You boast of psychological expertise, yet you cannot determine such a simple motive. My sides are liable to split at the absurdity. It is hilarious. Listen to me guffaw with laughter. Ha 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 ha. Har har har. What? And I suppose you know why? Of course. Desecrating the body in that manner indicates a strong sense of enmity on the part of the perpetrator. Yes, that does make sense. It certainly paints a clear picture of the culprit's intense feelings toward the victim. Feelings of resentment over the theft of the soba shop's deed, no doubt. Just great. Now the judge has an even more unfavorable impression of Bucky. Silence! Must you come undone at every juncture? If the culprit had enough time to set up Master Tornado's body, do you think they would have honestly failed to notice the dying message? Good point. The cards were right in front of his body after all. Rationally speaking, there's no way the culprit could have missed that, huh? No, I know that is good. Ah, but was the accused rational at the time, given the way he stormed out of the room?
Silence.
Never mind that. I have something more important to ask Uendo. Me? You saw the Karuta cards firsthand, did you not? Would you care to tell us about them in a bit more detail? Those tiny crime scene photos show us precious little that I wish to know. Well, those cards are from Shinsho's special soba scenes of Tokyo Past set. Each card is related in some way to soba. Spare me the history lesson. Just tell me how the cards looked at the scene and no more. Well, there was soba broth spilled all over them. Well, that's not much help, I'm afraid. Prosecutor Sadmati, do you have a photo that shows the cards more clearly? Oh, he doesn't want to show it. I do. Please accept this meager offering, Your Honor. Okay. Oh, so the letter is for words. We have wavy, like her hair, and like the noodles. That's cute. The girl has freckles. That's adorable. Hound. I wonder what these words were in the Japanese version. That maybe had something to do with like a stack. Equipment. Oh, because it's to make the soba. So we have the rolling pins and the chopping thing. Traditional. Yeah, and then we got nostalgic. Oh, for ouch! And for just four. So what's that say? That says Zaru Sobo? Zaru? Zaru Sobo. I don't know what Zaru means. Zaru Sobo. Oh, Sobo, excuse me, Soba. Sobo has an extra line going across. Zaru Soba. Oh my, what delightful looking cards. They are cute. I like the art on these things. They're adorable. I'd take a pack of these cards. Let's see, does the stain, the stain doesn't match, the stain on the table doesn't match on the cards. So this one should be here because like the stain goes like that and the stain goes like that here. This one should be down here. Okay, so we got to put these in the right order and figure out what it is. So for the top left, we want one with the stain in the bottom right. So that'd be O. In fact, let me write this down. So the top left should be O. Then the next one here should be W. O, W. So that's the thing. They were tampered with. They were put in a different order. Then this one over here, that's the correct spot because that stain lines up. So O, W, E. And then this one, we should have one that has just a little stain like that. So it's N. Oh, Owen. Owen, is there a character named Owen? Owen. Okay, and then down here at the bottom, we need one that's almost completely covered except for the top left corner, and that'd be the 4, because there's like a little bit of dry there. So it'd be 4. And then the middle one is one that is covered except for a tiny little bit there. Wait, no, because that's... What one would that be at the bottom? We'll come back to that. We'll figure out which one we're missing. And then the bottom right... Sorry this is taking so long, but I am doing investigative reporting. So the H would be the bottom right. So that'd be H. So which one are we missing? W-H-E. It's the T. So the T is... Oh, there we go. Yeah, the T is that one. Okay, yeah, because it goes like that. So that's the T. Fourth. Owen fourth. Owen fourth. So that's the culprit. Owen. Who's Owen? Does anyone in our court record have the name Owen? Well, who's the fourth? The fourth thing. The fourth. The name of their thing. The fourth tornado. A Rakugo storyteller of 55 years who's famous for his soba-based routines. Client for the case. What's that? Oh, Tony's Game Lounge, rated with a party of 7. Welcome. Vera, would you be so kind as to do a shout out for Tony's Game Lounge? Hopefully it works. We've had to like stop and restart Twitch Guru a number of times.
Another transition effect,
What
but
was
it's
that?
crashing my editing software.
Oh shit!
How's your stream, Tony?
That's a shame. Good thing you got
Sort
the.
of fading.
You wanna know why it actually crashed?
Why?
Why?
It's because he had to remember fucking Hinotama.
I don't get it, but that sounds funny. But welcome. How was your stream? What were you streaming today? For Raiders, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this, which is Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload. So yeah, next time tomorrow, we're going to be starting the DLC on episode, I guess, of Persona 3 Reload. And we're just doing right now the clown case. The one with the clown girl from the memes, as you can see here from this picture here. So I hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I'm also trying to click some other stuff in the background here. At the same time, crap, that did not work. I made a mistake. What did I do? Okay, because I was trying to bring up here so I can draw what I'm trying to spell, because we're doing some detective work here. So basically what happened is that and also I read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get behind. In fact, let me scroll down to the bottom of the chat and say hi to people who were rating. Tony says, stream was good, played more Supermarket together, and made progress. The joke of that clip was that my friend added a bad Yu-Gi-Oh card to his deck, and his editing software crashed the moment we made fun of that card came back up. Oh, nice. I need to somehow get my I had a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, like a physical one when I was a kid. I got to get in one of the video games, like a replication of that deck. But welcome, Raiders. Oh, I hope you all are having a nice day today. I hope that it sounds like the stream went well, so I'm glad to hear that. And yeah. So let me just fix something here. I am trying to fix something. It's not working. It's not working though. Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, these cards are obviously in the wrong order because of the way the stains are laid out on them. So chat, what we're doing here, Raiders, This is supposed to be a dying message who was left by the person who was killed, implicating our client, Bucky Whet, who is the number 4th person at the soba shop. And so it says WHET number 4. But if you notice, the stains don't line up with the cards, the stains from the noodles. And so I just realized if we rearrange them, that puts O here, then W, then E, then N, then 4, then TH. So it says Owen the 4th. And so I was checking our court record to see if there's any person whose first name is Owen. So we have Gayru Tornado, Blue Nars. She has 12 years of performance under her belt. Wendo Tornado, he has less experience than Gayru, so he's become more high ranking than her. So who is the 4th person? Because I know they were all ranked as well. So whoever is the 4th, it makes sense then that his name would be Owen. But the question is, did the victim actually leave that message? Or, because if the victim left the message, then that would mean that he was probably the murderer. However, it could be that she was the murderer and she left that message in order to put suspicion on him. That's what I think, because she had that weird thing where she was out in the yard watching and seemed very nervous, very suspicious. So Owen the 4th. Because all of them are using like stage names, right? So we need to figure out whose name actually is Owen, and then whoever's name is Owen is who the murderer is, right? Anyway, sorry, I'm just like, I'm sure all the raiders have already left because of that. See, because Nora said I just made it 2 blocks of Tartarus excited. Crystal says, okay, so I don't have a guide with me and don't know who the killer is yet, but I have suspicions. Quick Kitty said, want me to DM you my current page? Crystal says, no, I think I see this. I think I want to see this case blind. Quick Kitty says, understandable, enjoy. And Crystal says, I will do my suspicion on who it is, though. But yes, Tony, sorry, you just caught me in a moment where I'm like really engrossed in the investigation in this game. I feel so proud of myself that I noticed this about the stains, although it's probably pretty darn obvious. But welcome, Raiders. I hope you had an amazing time hanging out with Tony. And if you need to do any post-stream stuff, go get some food. I totally understand. Or if you get here and you realize like, oh my gosh, I enjoyed Tony's stream, but I don't give a crap about seeing Ace Attorney. That's totally understandable as well. But feel free to pull up a chair and hang out. We got some really awesome people here in our community. But yeah, so like I said, we need to figure out who is Owen the 4th. I remember that everybody who was working at the Rikugo theater, they all had rankings, right? So whoever is the 4th. So again, I'm going to guess. My current guess is that Uendo Tornado's real name is Owen something. He's the 4th ranked person. And so that means that either he is the murderer and he's the one who, you know what? No, no, you know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, hear me out, because I was just thinking, why would he like rearrange the cards instead of just getting rid of her? So here's what happened. She's the killer. She went in there, she killed him, and then laid out the cards to say Owen the 4th. Okay, Owen 4th, to implicate him. He goes in next. He sees that. He's like, holy crap, they're going to think that I'm the murderer. And he quickly rearranges the cards to say Whet number 4. Because why else would he? Yeah, so that's what it is. I'm sticking with it. That is my theory. I think I've got this all figured out. I've got it. It's because the broth stains. I feel happy. I feel really good about this. Oh my, what delightful looking cards. Well. Daring prosecutor, sad monks, conclusive evidence apart. Should be a breeze with this. Yes, it should! Please let us figure this out right away. I don't want to go like 3 hours more in this trial before someone notices that all the stains don't line up. And now that we've got some music, let me read some more in the chat here. I gotta get a sip of water first, though. And I hope that those of you who have played this chapter before are sufficiently impressed with that detective work, because I feel really, really good about that. Let's see. Oak says, I've never played Ace Attorney, but holy, this guy is so hot. Wait, which one, Oak? Which one is the hot one? Vera said, you're so real for that. But yeah, this game series has some attractive individuals. We have like barking and daddy and mommy commands in our Streamlabs for this channel because of this game series, because everybody's always thirsting after characters here. Vera said, gosh, we got the side way of his leaning sprite. Oh, maybe it was it Simon Blackwell? Is that the one that you guys that Oak says is hot? Quickity says Fop Doodles. Simon. Crystal says also, what do you think of my new name? Oh wait, I didn't even know it's Crystal. Yippee! Bonkers. As long as the bonkers survive, everything else in life is just a vehicle for the bonkers. Oak says Weedle loves Tomcat so much. Oh, that was Weedle who did the Tomcat there. Weedle says, nuh-uh. Quickity says, is this the jail version of the Bop Doodles? Nora says, I think he looks kinda, and then there's some emotes there. Quickity said, wait, no, not Bop Doodles, Doodle Bop. caps. Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. Kukita said, my spelling. Oak says, wait, so the Persona stream is on Friday night? Yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our moving into the DLC. Yes, indeed. Nora said, I'm going to call it someone a fop doodle tomorrow. At me in the Discord to remind me. Vera said, I'm about to go write the longest quote ever. What was the quote? Quickita said, yes, we're doing P3R finale, then maybe start Aigis. Oak says, yes, I can see his reaction to the P3R finale. Well, we already did, like, the final boss fight and, like, all the stuff attached to that. And then we got back to class. And so that's where we paused. We got to go around, like, talk to everybody and then probably just have a long cutscene and credits, I think. Quickita said, we beat the final boss, but not credits. Oak says, I'm so happy because on Sunday, I'm going to a concert. I can see both. Who are you going to see at the concert, Oak? Said, I haven't started episode I guess yet. I really need to. Quickita said, oh, I just checked. Nice, you got the P3R VODs to January. I did. I updated. I think it was, I want to say 21 new videos that I added there. Oak says, yay! I was literally just watching the VODs before the stream. Oak says, I want to kiss the judge in Ace Attorney. I love Judge Judgy in this. He is the best. Okay. Interrogating prosecutor Sad Monk's conclusive evidence apart should be a breeze with this. Huh? Don't tell me you haven't noticed. Okay, good. We are getting to it right away. So we're not, I hope I'd have a mini game where we rearrange them. Probably not. It's probably just going to be like, well, when I put the cards like this, boop, 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 and then like fade to it. But again, I feel proud of myself. Owen 4th. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. Don't be silly. Of course I have not noticed anything, but I can't exactly say that now, can I? Garuda cards added to the court record. Miss Sykes, do you really see a problem with the prosecutor's claim about these cards? Well, go on then. All right, it's do or die. All I have to do is study the picture and these cards were rearranged. Containing contradiction are kind of a riddle. They were rearranged. I'm not even gonna save before this. I know they were rearranged. Ha! These cards were rearranged. Oh, there's a poll that just appeared. Choose the most amusing, useless talent of mine. Is it me? Am I mine, or is it who? Or is it you, Vera? It says, wiggle fingers in a wave. Oh, that's something I can do. Wiggle fingers in a wave. So I could do in a wave. Crack my thumb, unlimited. Oh, I can't do that unlimited, so that must be Vero. Dilate pupils on command? Are you for real? Juggle balls, not necessarily juggling balls, just balls, and shape rubber bands. I'm gonna say dilate pupils on command. I need proof of this. Like, can you make a little video, like, just like close up of your eyeball saying like, dilate, contract, dilate. Well, except that you could probably, hang on, is it dilate on command by like turning off the lights? Is that what counts as on command? Is that how it goes? Quick said new Simon stuff. Yay, Vera says, gosh. Nora said, random question. Do y'all have any good game recommendations for Steam? What type of games do you like to play, Nora? Because there's lots of games I like. Oh, you know what, Nora? Should we get Nora to play Danganronpa? Do you guys think Nora would enjoy Danganronpa? These cards were rearranged. Yeah, but how can you tell? Please take a good look at these cards, Your Honor. The answer is right in front of us. Where exactly should we be looking? The pictures on the cards, the soap and broth stains, size of the cards, pick the soap and broth stains. Please focus your attention on the soap and broth stains on these cards. The outline of these stains don't match up with the larger stain on the table. Oh, would you look at that? You're absolutely right. And I don't care if evidence is tampered with. I want to execute somebody. I never get to execute you defense attorneys make me always acquit people. Please recall that the soba broth was spilled and got on the cards after the murder, when the victim's face was placed in the bowl. Oh, yes, go on. So he couldn't have done it. By the stains, we can see that the culprit deliberately rearranged the cards after that. In other words, this message was altered in order to pin the crime on my client. Why? Well, then if we put the cards back in their original positions, we can restore the evidence and see who the cards were really pointing toward. That's true. Balloonka. Don't be upset because we're finding the truth, you stupid prosecutor. Then what are we waiting for? Let's do this. All I have to do is rearrange the cards so the stains match up. Oh, do we get, please, game, let me do it. No, all we do Let's see. Where is this W card originally? Okay, so it's here. There we go. Place card. Perfect. Okay, then the H card is next. And it's gonna be. I know you don't. Where was this H card? You don't need to click. I get it. Game. In fact, just let me type in what it is. It's O in 4th. Yes. Now the E card. Let's see. Where's E card originally? Please stop making me hammer the space bar. Game. A perfect match. Next up is the T card. Let's see. I know. Please don't give me that dial-up. There we go. Bottom. Bottom middle. There we go. Place card. Great, that fits right there. Now the N card. I also love the idea that we're doing this with a literal photograph. We are not at the crime scene doing this. Let's see, where was this N card originally? There we are. There, that looks good. Now, I am happy that we're doing this right away, that we're not having to like spend half the trial pretending that we didn't notice this. Nice, almost done now. And I also like that it's a mini game. Even if I keep having to get rid of that, let's see, where does this card go? Menu, there, take that. And that's gonna be Uendo's real name, right? His stage name is Uendo, but his real name is Owen. And he's like the 4th ranked person there, right? But it's gonna be, again, it's gonna be that the clown girl, Gayru, killed him, laid out the cards to say Owen 4th. He goes in, goes, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Wet number 4. There you go. So the message, wet number 4, was originally supposed to say Owen 4th. And this original message is our clue to the identity of the true culprit. Let me save and read some more in the chat. We got some good music playing. Vera said, I keep getting distracted by him. Let me quote Simon. Quickity says, Undertale. Oh, that is a good one. That is a very good one. Yes. Oak says, why does Blackwell say so many innuendos? Here's the thing, though. I think was it Magpie who pointed this out last time? I don't think Blackwell says that many innuendos. I think it's just the way I read his lines and make it sound like it's all innuendos. Nora says, oh my, I've heard of it and it sounds fun. Oak says, Celeste. Again, I've heard lots of great things about that. It's supposed to be really good. I know I would suck at it, but maybe if you like really challenging platformers, that could be one. Magpie says, the funny thing is, to gird your loins is literally just a way of tucking your tunic into a girdle, as in to make it less dress-like and keep it out of the way. Really? Well, because your loins are your parts. Your parts down there. And so I always think of it like kind of fastening them in. But I guess that makes sense if it's like tucking your tunic into a girdle. Then, Oak says, it's a platformer and my favorite game of all time. Eglin says, yippee! 2 10x battles, 1 nice, Eglin! You have to do it for the future, keep fighting! Crystal says, Simon, who's the panda? Queen Katie says, also, if you're up for sort of horror games, Doki Doki Literature Club is free if you haven't played it. And there's also the extended version plus, which I've never played, but I love Doki Doki. I think Nora might, but it is horror. But it is so good. Bucky says, I miss her already. Wait, who? Oh, Clown Girl, Bucky. I'm so sorry. I'm sure that she'll be back because I think she's the murderer. Queen Katie said, my favorite. Crystal says, Bucky. Queen Katie says, he's here. Queen Katie says, my darling. Magpie said, da boy, da friend. Nora said, I know the plot, but I have not played it. Queen Katie and Bucky with some dancing dragons. Crystal says, Uendo, window, wind tornado. Queen Katie says, Uendo with a heart. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Hooray! That indignant look on Prosecutor Sad Monk's face is positively priceless. This is absurd. So it was originally Owen 4th? It wasn't wet number 4? Maybe the lawyer is smarter than we thought. Stop thinking Athena's smart. She's dumb. She would have gotten that without Blackwell. Order in the court. Well, I never would have imagined there was more to these cards than meets the eye. Garuda cards updated in the court record. Garuda cards in the victim's dressing room, they originally spelled out Owen 4th as shown. So now that's settled. What does this Owen 4th mean? I don't know. You guys figure it out. I play with cards. Who else do you suppose is to provide an explanation? Of course it's you. But I hadn't thought that far yet. Change the cards around all you like, but if you cannot explain what the message means, then it is as worthless as you are, defense. No, it's not as worthless as your conclusive evidence thinking that it said wet number 4, since we just demonstrated that it didn't. So you can't just say, it's still Bucky wet. It's like, no, it's not. It's not. Your evidence is gone. No! Have we thought to ask everybody who worked there what their non-stage names are, what their real names are? And so, the spring chick that fancies itself a graceful swan is brought back down to earth. I have to do something, but what? Still your thoughts for a second. There's a perfectly good witness to question over there. See? Oh, right! I can do my job! I forgot! That's a good idea! Come on, Athena, get a hold of yourself! Ha! Uendo, does the phrase Owen Forth mean anything to you? Again, where's that smoke coming from? No, there's no one named Owen in the Tornado family or our circle of friends. It's Uendo's name. It's totally Uendo's name. Uendo. Owen. Uendo is Owen. Uendo is Owen. Uendo. Take out the D and then put the O at the front. Owen. Uendo is Owen. Uendo. Oh, he's Owen. Go ahead, ask anything you'd like. You can't be serious. Having rummaged through your empty mind, I see you have, as expected, turned up nothing. Silence! Huh! I'm afraid I have no idea who the devil this Owen Forth is either. But the fact remains that the cards were rearranged to pin the blame on Mr. Wet. That in itself proves that the defendant isn't the real culprit. Yes! Thank you, Blackwell! Can we just have like the previous bad guys from our games just be like us? Can we play as that? That's why I'm looking forward to Edgeworth Investigations. Ha! Hit the table twice. He only hit it once. I'm better than him. Prosecutor Blackwell's right. Besides, the important question here is not who does the message point to, but rather it's who it does not point to, right? Who rearranged the cards? Why didn't you point that out earlier if you already knew? Sorry. Okay, here's the weird thing about seeing this from this angle, because I have a feeling that this is like a variation of his other sprite. Look at the way his neck tucks in there. Look at how much empty space there is inside of his shirt. That is not how the human neck goes. There should be flesh in there. Simon Blackwell does not have any flesh. He's a robot. He's a head with a robot body. Sorry. In any case, there were 2 opportunities for someone to rearrange the cards. The first was when Mr. Wet entered the dressing room, and of course he wouldn't do it, because it would point the finger at him. And the second was when Mr. Uendo discovered the body. Are you accusing me of rearranging the cards? Me, who came to testify out of the goodness of my heart. Well, you didn't exactly come running out screaming straight away, did you? Even a mere 2 or 3 minutes is more than enough time to set up some devilry. So what exactly were you doing in there, Uendo? Put down the tea and spit out your answer. Do I need to try and do a spit take? Thank goodness no, I was able to swallow the water. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Oh, what's a guy supposed to do at a time like this? Silence is more precious than diamond, witness. Therefore, you need only stay silent. You're not making yourself look good. If we had a jury, they'd be going, why does the prosecutor not want the witness to answer any questions, huh? The defense is devious. They're waiting for you to make a slip of the tongue. Oh, I see. So that's what they're after, is it? In that case, Your Honor, I've decided not to say another word. Very good. After all, your right to remain silent is protected by law. Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, any other brilliant ideas you'd like to share? Constitutional rights don't exist in this country. This is so dumb. He thinks he has rights. Did you hear that, Sykes-Stono? A Rakugo artist who's afraid to speak. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Oh, he's egging on the witness. Nice. Are you trying to taunt him into talking? Such a petty trick will never work. I bet it's gonna work. It's totally gonna work. That's right. I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm only asking to hear your story. Besides, is it not your job to tell your tales if there is an audience to listen? Even so, hang on. He's doing this while drinking. Even so, I have the right to refuse to answer. I just got water all over myself. The more you keep quiet, the more we want you to talk. That's simply human nature. Isn't that right? People of the gallery. Hop up! We want him to talk! Want to hear more! Do more characters, more than just 3! Even with this wonderful audience in front of you, you still refuse to talk? I'm gonna wipe the water off my chin. Let me read some more in the chat, by the way. See, Magpie says, links a friend to the stream because Uendo is their favorite ever. If Magpie's friend is here, lurking in the background. Hi, Magpie's friend. Quickity said, this is the reason why you're testing your skills. Crystal said, voice him like a Starian, but with no trauma. Crystal says, Quickity says, Crystal, keyboard slam, help. And AMC says, woo, how you doing, AMC? Welcome. Actually, I gotta keep playing. We gotta see where this is going. I will read some more in the chat, though, I promise. If so, then perhaps you chose the wrong line of work, my friend. Are you saying I should quit because I'm not afraid to speak my mind? I'll have you know. Oh no, never mind what I just said! It is scary to talk, it's absolutely terrifying! But no, as a Rakugo artist, I must talk. If I don't, how can I ever show my face on stage again? Your Honor, I'm ready to testify. He did it! He managed to convince Uendo with his power of suggestion technique! It wasn't suggestion, it was bullying. It's really effective. Oh, and there we go, bully. Hey, his name says bully. Bully for you, Uendo. That's a real Rakugo. That's as real a Rakugo artist should be. All right, if the witness wishes to testify, then by all means, please do. To be turned by such an obvious ploy, what a man of weak spirit. When we get to the testimony, then I'll read some in the chat. Oh, holy cow, Vera has an ad quote that looks like a whole paragraph. In the dressing room. The quote is, ad quote, and you, squint eyes, face turning red, fop doodles losing, and hang on, I just found my new favorite word ever, you fop doodles giggle in the gallery. I love like the stage direction in the gallery, laughing fop doodles. I love that, and you fop doodles in the gallery. That's right, you can't censor me. You're nothing but a... in brackets, hard F, fop doodles. Can a man watch a trial in peace? Shakes head in amusement. Fop doodle. I love this biggest smile ever. Oh, that's amazing, Vero. Vera said that was a lot to write. Crystal says, oh, I saw a comment once on TikTok. Do you sound like a cartoon character? Me? Like, did it say like what cartoon character specifically? AMC with a hydrate command. Thank you, AMC. I'll finish this water bottle off, even though I spilled some of it earlier. Thank you very much, AMC. Quickity said, I was wondering why you weren't pinning my name fact. Lol. AMC says, mew, mew, mew. Bucky says, can confirm, being a VTuber is fun. Well, I think I've shown you guys, right, the little like VTuber avatar thing that I made. I don't think I could probably use it like on a steady basis because I found like some assets that people had made on, there's like some website, I can't remember what it's called, where you can like download stuff, and I think some of them might have like specific rules that you have to do attribution if like in your profile or something like that. But here, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Just give me 1 second. I think I've shown it to you guys before. But here it is. I just go, oh, no, wrong folder. This one, and and then click this. And then once that loads up, I'll show it to you guys, but I gotta wait for the program to load. In the meantime, Vero has a clip. Hang on, let me load this up to the clip viewer so we can check this out together. This clip from Vero is titled, A Man Finds His New Favorite Word. Oh, so it's gonna be that clip that Vero just quoted. Hang on, let's check this out together. It's gonna be fop doodle. I love it. I wanna see fop doodle. And you, fop doodles. You. Wow! Hang on, Tomcat. I've just found my new favorite word ever. You fop doodles in the gallery. I need to Google this. Fop Fopdoodles. Is this a real word? Fopdoodle. From fop, a vain man or a dandy, and doodle, meaning obsolete, mindless person, fool, or simpleton. So a fopdoodle is, the word is listed as obsolete. A stupid How dare or it be insignificant obsolete? fellow, People need to use it more. a People should use it all the time.
Fopdoodle.
I love that.
And you, fopdoodles in the gallon. That's right, you can't censor
Fopdoodles.
me.
Love it.
A bunch of
I love it.
fopdoodles. Can't a man watch a trial in peace?
Thank you so much for the clip, Vero.
Fopdoodle. I love this.
Fopdoodle. Yeah. Okay, so let me take the clip viewer down here. There it goes. And I'm going to show you guys. I know I've shown this to you guys before. But let's see if I can bring this up here. Wait, why is it not showing up? It should be right there. What the heck? This should be I don't know why the VTuber avatar thing is not showing up. But it's not. Is there... Capture specific window, allow transparency. Huh. That's weird. Well, it's not showing up for some reason. Never mind. I thought I'd have something neat to show you guys. Maybe I have to have it like running before I launch Streamlabs or something like that. So let me exit out of that then. Well, I cannot show you guys that. My apologies. I have shown it on stream before though. Vera said, sorry, laughing. Quickita said, no, ice is Bafu. I thought it was Bufu. Vera said, not Bufu? Quickita said, my brain is broken. Oak says, ice is Bufu. Because I always call it like, when we, Bufula, I always call it Buffalo. Quickita said, either way, not Beefu. Magpie says, I'm still mad Blackwell never got to drop an F-bomb. There's a perfect moment for it in the case, but he keeps it PG. Let Blackwell curse. They should have done it in Dual Destinies because the original release already got an M rating anyway. So they were allowed. And Oak says, wind is Garu. Oh, kind of like Gale. Garu. Vera said, I'm just that chronically online. His skin is glowing. Who is that? I just noticed. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Did we save? We need to make sure that we're saving periodically because I keep forgetting to save. And Quickita said, Vera, pin this. Oh, that was already pinned then. Said, perfect, that's a good voice. Oh, so you like this voice. Said, imagine Tanaka, but a normie. Buggy says, Tachanka? Vera said, that's cute. Crystal says, I still want Uendo to be a Starian with no trauma. Well, Starian was like this all the time, so I mean, I guess he could be if we'd... Oh, that would just turn into my Yusuke voice. Okay, so let's do a quick poll. I'm gonna do a quick little poll. Hang on. Huh?
I have to go, Frown. I hope you have a wonderful stream. Goodbye. 3.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for... That's scary. And thank you for the 15 bits. That's like 5 more than you have to. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out, Oak. Have a great rest of your night. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some Persona 3. Thank you for hanging out, even though you like haven't played Ace Attorney before. But have a great rest of your night. Have a good one. Bye. Okay, but yeah, the window default voice, do we want it to be as currently is, or switch to Yusuke from P5R? This is non-binding, but I would like to see what you guys think. So we'll do a quick little 2-minute poll here. Cast y'all's votes. After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. So that would be like what it currently is. Yusuke would be, when I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. I feel like I should save that in case any of his like other voices give that vibe. Oh, that was a short testimony. That was like 3 parts is all. From what I can tell, there do not appear to be any inconsistencies in the testimony. Of course there aren't any, because I'm not trying to hide anything. Prosecutor Sadmari's right. I don't see anything inconsistent either, but I did pick up on some faint... Discord, innuendo's hard. Oh, we're doing Mood Matrix, aren't we? We're doing Mood Matrix. Ponder all you would like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation. Hold it! Ha! I disagree, Your Honor. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. That's a clear indication that Uendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil. You want to do a therapy session? I remember. Are you saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes? Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on this witness in clear violation of all doctor-patient confidentiality ethics.
Objection.
Uendo, there is no need for you to submit to this so-called therapy. Oh, is fine by me. I have nothing to hide. Bring it on. Impetuous fool! Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant of the Holy Mother? Oh, and the poll is done. Oh, this was close. 57% said as currently is. 43% said switch to Yusuke. I did not allow for extra voting. So that is democracy in action. But yeah, I do think that Astarion with no trauma, like Krista was saying, would slowly bleed into Yusuke. Because Astarion was always like this the whole time. Oh, yes, bite your neck. Oh, I'm a vampire in the daylight. Oh, Astarion, I'm delighted by bad choices. And that would just slowly blend into this sort of a thing. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor. In one ear and out the other. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, prosecutor sad monk. Just know this, Uendo. Your folly will surely earn you divine retribution. Thanks, Simon. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity you created for me. Just keep your wits about you. I will. Goodbye. Mwah. Uendo, could you tell us again about what happened in the dressing room? Boop. Bloop. Phew, I'm Tony Stark, yay! Okay, I gotta, I'm not good at the mood matrix, but let's do this. Oh, look at how he's got his hands in his sleeves. I can't remember which character he did for which. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called him outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. Okay, so we gotta figure out the emotion that's inconsistent. So after my performance, I went to visit Shisho. Okay, happy. That makes sense. He had a good performance. He's going to see his friend. I called to him from outside the room. Again, happy. Makes sense. Good mood. But he didn't reply. Why is that still happy? That should be happy if he didn't reply. And then when I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho slumped over the table, motionless. So sadness makes sense. Surprise should also be there, though. But the happiness here doesn't make sense. So let's save before we do this. And I think that suggests that he wasn't actually there to hang out with him. He was hoping to sneak into the... Oh, the reason is because that his act is next, right? Because after Uendo does his act, according to the court record... where was it? Was it here? Autopsy. Where was it? Oh, here it is. The invitation. After Uendo does his Soba glutton routine, then the dead guy, his Shisho, goes on to perform time Soba. So he's probably going not to hang out with him, but probably to check and see, is he gone already? He probably wanted to like steal something or mess with something. He had some ulterior motive. So, but yes, here it is. Pinpoint that the happy. Why was he happy when he didn't reply? Uendo, something here just doesn't match. Match. Ah, I see. Match as in manage to assert thoughtful, calculated hypothesis. I know it's not the best. Oh, wait. Switch over to this one. Manage to assert a thoughtful, calculated hypothesis. Not a great anagram, but you know, props for getting it off the top of your head. In other words, you are the something here that didn't match, correct? It appears you've met your match. No worries, that was just one match. There's still the rest of the game to go. Okay, so it wasn't that. Okay, so then maybe it's the lack of surprise here. Let's try, we're not losing hit points, so why not? Pinpoint. Lack of surprise. Got it. There we go. Okay, but I still think it's like the fact that he was happy at the lack of response is a little bit weird. Uendo, I'm noticing something strange with these emotions. Oh, some thin stranger with cheesy toe skin, you say? Something strange with cheesy toe skin? So, she said, something strange with these emotions. Something strange with cheesy toe skin? The cheesy toast, no! What? No, it's something strange with these emotions. How did you get cheesy toast skin from that? Okay, these is cheese. Ito skin, emotion. Ito skin, cheesy toast, Ito skin, emotion. That's where it all falls apart. How could you have heard some stranger with cheesy toast skin? I don't know, maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears. Did he will the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? How is that a joke? Well, I'm guessing in the Japanese version there was some joke about him being short for that. Huh. The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now stop hiding and come out so we can see you. Bailiff, please bring the witness a few replacement cushions, or at least like an apple box or something. So what was this unexpected thing you noticed? Slap, come on! His honor said a few cushions, not a dozen! How do you even know where the camera is? Those jokes probably didn't really work well in person, and you're breaking reality. Now that we've all had a good laugh, please continue, Miss Sykes. That's why I became a judge. To laugh and sentence people to die. Who's laughing? Arg, focus, Athena. Don't let yourself get rattled. When you entered the room and saw your master slumped motionless over the table, you weren't the least bit shocked, Uendo. Don't you think that's a little odd? There we go. Let me read some more in the chat now. Let's see. Crystal says still want Uendo to be a star and with no trauma. Oak says I'm gonna do it. Quigator said yeah, I love him. Crystal says laughing. I can still hear him. Oak. Oak says hee hee ooh woo. Logan. Quigator says Uendo's name is written in Japanese. Tornado Uendo on his fan autograph for Athena. So there's got to be some way you get Owen out of that, though, right? Quigator said, we're doing great. Oak says to Crystal, Logan's voice for Tanaka is up there with Gourmet King is my favorites. It's genuinely so perfect. I love Tanaka. He was my favorite in that game. Eglin said, both love and hate that Team Present has my favorite set of idols. Love that I occasionally get to see them when they announce team victories, but also grr, not my team winning. Oh, so Eglin, so in this Splatfest, because normally it's the three of them. It's Shimmer, Fry, and Big Man, right? So do we have like the idols from the past, present, and future? Probably. So I'm guessing that the past is like the Squid Sisters, whatever they were called, and then the second one are the ones from the second game, and the third one are from this game. Is that how it works? Nora said, "Lurk, I'm still watching, but I'm looking for drawing reference on Pinterest right now. Thank you for the lurk, Nora. Hope you find the ones you're looking for." Quigator said, "Athena, just be happy that your first actual case was actually the most normal case, and Hayes attorney with the student. Oh, at Themis Legal Academy. That was a fun one, but that was long." Nora said, no lurk? No, there's the lurk message. Are you not seeing it? Nora says, oh, okay. Quigator said, well, I'm off to yoink ice cream. And a clip from Vero. Let me load this up at the clip viewer so we can check this clip out. Also, this will allow me to see how far behind I am in chat because this will say when this was clipped. And it was clipped an hour ago. The name of this clip is Weird Witness Phenomenon. I'm so far behind in the chat. I need to get caught up. Why do I always get the weird ones? Athena, this is Japanifornia. There are no non-weird ones in this universe. It's true! It is true! I think that is a completely accurate assessment of this game's universe. Oak says, oh, also Logan's voice for Bebe is genuinely so accurate, it's insane. It said like Logan should have been hired as the Bebe voice actor. I would have loved that. Quigator said, ice cream, get! Yeah, that sexy voice, what? Oh, I'm talking about Bebe? Crystal says, what's worthy of a clip pin? Bucky with some dancing. Oh, a first time chatter. Trans Panda 1. A small detail, the Russian voiced one actually has a higher text pitch than the other ones. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot. Somebody had pointed that out I think it was when we were still in Dual Destinies, that like everybody's voice has a different pitch of the text. I didn't even realize that. So good on you. May I call you Panda for short, by the way. Warning, whatever I know you as when I first meet you, I will know you as pretty much forever. People and names imprint on me like a baby bird. But welcome, every time I see it, I keep thinking about the meme of calling raccoons trash panda. And I know there's no H in there, that's an N, but like my brain wants to, I'm so used to seeing trash panda, like, you know, like Rocket Raccoon. Trans panda, not trash panda, trans panda, welcome. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I try to let every new person know two things. Number one, I read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get way behind. As you can see, I'm about an hour behind. And number two, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload, so welcome. Vera posting some of the links there. Crystal said, that's awesome. Yeah, I need to listen, I guess, to the pitch on these things. Magpie says, yay, Panda made it! The number one Uendo fan is present. Oh, so that's Magpie, that's your friend. Magpie, if your friend had to leave because it took me too long to reach what Trash Panda was saying, please send my sincere apologies. Panda says, haha, thank you. Quickita said, nice to meet a fellow Uendo lover. I love him so much. Panda said, fellow Uendo lover underplays it laughing. We've written 100,000 words of fic on Uendo. Wow, that's impressive. That's probably even longer than that. I remember seeing something, I don't know if this is still true, but it was saying the longest piece of like literature, if you can call it that, fiction written by a human being that we know of in history, I know for a while belonged to a Loud House fanfic that somebody had written that I guess was just insanely long. Chris says 100,000? Wow. Chris Quickita said, holy heck, yep, you deserve that crown. Amazing. Pettit said, yeah, I gotta return it. Return to it is still unfinished, especially since it's a crossover with Ranma 1/2, which is getting its reboot now. I love Ranma 1/2. I mean, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, a part of me is very excited for the reboot, but the two things I'm apprehensive about is number one, it's going to be a new English voice cast, and I love the old English voice actors. My favorite character was Akane Tendo in that, and her voice actress was so freaking good in the classic series. I know it's going to be somebody else. I just hope she's good. But the other thing too is that there was one specific artist whose style on the old series I adored, and who is not going to be involved in this one. And so, like, I look at the trailer and it looks good, but visually it just looks a little bit more bland than I'd prefer. That's just me, though. That's me nitpicking. I will watch it when it comes out because I love Ranma 1/2. In my opinion, Akane Tendo is like the classic anime waifu. She's just great. And after a few episodes in, is short-haired because she has long hair that cuts it short. Maybe watching Ranma 1/2 when I was a kid is that why I like characters with short hair? Is it because of Ranma 1/2? It might be. I'm not sure. But yes, I hope you're still here. If you're not, Magpie, can you apologize to your friend on my behalf? You weren't the least bit shocked, Uendo. Don't you think that's a little odd? I don't want to have to talk while I'm sipping water. I'm gonna keep splashing it. No, I'm not gonna do that again. It was a mistake the first time I did it. Why did I go back? Is it though? The lack of surprise means you were prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. Okay, that makes me think that Uendo walked in on the body earlier. That he saw, okay, so he probably, before his set, saw that he was dead, and then came back afterward. But why would he be happy then about returning to that? The reason Uendo wasn't shaken when he saw his master's dead body is because he was zoned out. He has an entertainer's guts. He knew about his master's death. Yes, I'm gonna save just in case the game is being a beehole. But it's because he knew about his master's death. And read a few more comments in the chat because I am so far behind. Let's see. Vera says, honestly, cheers. Can't wait to learn more about Uendo. Crystal says, I can't even imagine writing 1,000 words. 100,000? Yeah, publish a book /HJ. Panda said, trust me, you're gonna love him. Vera said, gonna kudo. Gonna kudo? When I see it, Def? Gonna kudo. Gonna kudo. I don't know what that means. Gonna kudo. Quickity said, join the club soon, hee hee hee. And there's Crystal doing a tomcat. Vera said to Panda, by the way, what would you like us to call you? There we go. This is what I gotta find out. Oak says, $1,000 for Logan and Chidori cosplay does sound kind of worth it to me. It's not worth it. Quickity said, yee, whatever Logan calls you is eternal and forever. Panda says, Panda is fine. Okay, my instincts were correct. said that's what everyone calls us. Vera says he calls Vero forever. Queeky says Panda, awesome. Magpie says, quote, I'm not worth $1,000. Logan, you better not say that when you're doing reads for your roles. That is true, but the thing is that like most of the time when I go in and I audition, they already say like up front what the pay is going to be, and sometimes it's $1,000. Usually it's not though. Usually it is significantly lower than that. Crystal says, "Law Panda, like Simon Blackwell." Vera said, "Noted, Panda, it is." Eglin said, "Yeah, I will forever be Eglin here, forever associated with the self-proclaimed best egg brand." Vera said, "Now you promoted to soup." Panda said, "Amazingly, everyone started calling us Panda on a whim, so it's a coincidence, haha." Crystal says, quote, "I'm at soup." Panda says, "Window watches Columbo confirm." You see, just one more thing before you go there. I noticed the cards on the table there. Funny that. Dead men don't usually leave cards on a table. He knew about his master's death. Huh. Uendo, I think maybe the reason you weren't shaken was because you already knew you would find your master dead. Well, what kind of a thing is that to say? Oh, you've got it all wrong. Oh, right, I just remembered something. I thought Shisho was just sleeping when I first saw him. Hee hee. I mean, I guess that is reasonable. You thought he was sleeping? It sounds plausible, but what made you think he was asleep? Well, he had his head and arms up on the table as if he were taking a nap. Wait, his head and arms? Oh, like laying down like that. Okay. Oh, and one other thing. See, this is like Columbo. One more thing. There was that note, too. A note? What note? Ah, he must be talking about this. More evidence? Resting, do not disturb. It appears to have been written by the victim. Have we done a handwriting analysis? Okay, so that's the camel wrappers from his like camel cakes, right? So if we look at the court record, yeah, we've got these camel buns. What are they? They're camel dumplings. So here's a paper, but that doesn't seem to. Is that the note? Was it torn off and put in here? There looks like there's flour on top of it, but also I don't know. But okay, so we got a note. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb. Yes, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisho was napping? That's a pretty reasonable assumption. You've got to be kidding me. Taifu's note added to the court record. Oh, hang on. A note thought to have been written by the victim before his death. Hang on, I just noticed something. This may be nothing. This may be totally insignificant, but I just know something about that note. There's no... Oh, darn it! I thought I was being fancy. I was wrong, because when Sadmati said it, there was resting, period, do not disturb, and I was going to say there's no period here, but there's no period there either. I was going to say maybe the sentence continued on after the tear, like resting, do not disturb my friend Geiru, the clown who is plotting to murder me or something. Never mind. False alarm. It was nothing. That's right. Oh, I was going to listen to the typing. That's right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Shisho was asleep. I want to change my testimony to include that statement. All right, I'll run an update. I wish I had a better ear for the pitch of the text. Vera said, Mod is a way to get food. My cat, Mia, is loafing on my desk, keeping an eye on chat. So, Vera, I don't know if you're back. Have you confirmed, is Maya with, well, not with child. It's not going to be a human child, but is Maya with kitty babies? And Crystal says, Mia! Psst, 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 psst. Nora says, Unlurk, rah! It's a lion! Get in the car! Oak says, psst, 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 psst. Vera says, add quote, stop saying stiff! And Crystal does quote number 82. I mean, try to snuggle with an eyeball. Oh, that must have been from AI Somnium files. But it says just chatting stream. Oh, it was probably during the sample platter thing. Wait, no, because we never saw we never saw the hamster version. We probably knew it was in his eye. Okay, after my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called for him outside the room, but he didn't reply. Okay, and here's where it changes. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. But something seemed off, so I rushed over to him. Okay, anger? I guess... I don't know if I was shocked to find him dead. I couldn't believe my eyes. Okay, so surprise and sadness makes sense. Is the anger? I mean, I guess you don't respond to, like, concern over a friend's well-being with anger, so let's try pinpointing that.
Got it!
Okay, it worked. That one was easy. That was quick. Uendo, I noticed something funny in your emotions again. Oh, funny you say. I guess an entertainer of my caliber can make people laugh even with my emotions. I didn't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite, actually. When you entered the dressing room, I see that you suddenly felt anger. What I want to know is what made you feel angry all of a sudden? It's that he saw the cards that said Owen fourth, and that's his name. His name is Owen, and he's like the fourth ranking person or something. That would make him angry. What? Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, now I remember. As I was going in, I whacked my little piggy on something. I was annoyed at my own clumsiness. Hee hee. Wait, you mean you stubbed your piggy toe? We can check that. We can check that. Take off your shoe. Let's. Oh wait, crap. No, we don't want to feed any foot fetishists out there. Ooh, just a little bump on my little piggy. No big deal. It's just embarrassing, really. Sounds more like he's hiding something. I better dig a bit deeper. No need to be embarrassed, Uendo, but I'm afraid it's something we need to look into. I don't really see anything you could have stubbed your toe on. Well, I mean the door frame. Yeah. In the area around the dressing room in this dressing room door in this picture. The door frame. But maybe there was something there at the time. Oh, okay, so he really did stub his toe. So it was the TV, so he wasn't lying. So it was the TV because it was dragged around because we saw the trail of a lack of flour from the TV. Uendo, what exactly did you stub your toe on? What an irrelevant question. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays. I can't read right now, and I can unpin this message, I guess. I feel like I need to read more of the chat. I am still so far behind. I don't even know if you guys are all even here. You might have all left. I don't even know. Let's see. Oak says to Vero, I'm gonna manipulate your cat into allowing crimes in chat. Quickity said, gonna play a bit of muted P3P during the stream. So you can still hear me over the P3P. Crystal says, pss, 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 Mia, good girl, do a riot. And then 1:14:25. I'm an hour and 15 behind. Oak said, hey, I was about to do that. It says they're out of stock now. How does that even work? It's a digital sound alert. It's because it's cooldown. I think I got a cooldown and maybe a limit to the number of times it can be used per stream. Chris said there's a timer cooldown. Quickity said the fun thing was Simon on our side, lol. Oh, and a pin message says, yes, we all left. This is an automated message. I'm all alone. There's nobody here anymore. It's just me by myself with my video games. It's like when I would play them before I started streaming. But thank you very much for the pin message. Oak says, what is Tomcat even from? It's, I don't know, I'm saying this, Oak is probably gone. Well, Oak, if you're somehow watching this one on a VOD, I don't know if you're gonna watch Ace Attorney on a VOD. And for anyone else curious, Tomcat, that was from Tom and Jerry. We had a contest in the stream where the winner got to pick a sound alert, and it was Wendy who won. And she picked that Tomcat, sound effect. And Oak said, also, why is it Toilet Duck? It's from Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, because the save points are toilet bowl ducks, and they make that sound. Said, I've been able to infer a shocking amount of information from watching so many VODs. Vera said, I return! Eglin said, if Team Future somehow wins, I'll go back to story mode and try the secret level until I win. I hope it wins. Future's great! Vera says, Unmark, welcome back, Vera! Oak said, but I'm still so confused on those. Vera said, Tom and Jerry. Oak says, oh! And Vera said, from Danganronpa UDG, where the toilet duck is a save point. Oak says, also, I convinced your cat into committing crimes while you were gone. Vera said, I got corn because I didn't know what to make. Says, is that why she was away from the desk when I came back? Oak says, yes. And then Vero cries. Nora said, can anyone here send me random lines from any of these characters? Athena, Trucy, Maya from AA, Mitsuru, Yukari, because I'm dying to voice some lines to these characters. Any lines at all. Okay, here's a line for Nora that Athena said. I am Athena Sykes, and I am bad at my job. Oh, I farted. There, that is Athena's line.
Don't tell Nora Athena never actually said that.
Oh, and Vera the Pin Master saying the toilet duck was also... that's right, I forgot that was also a competition winner sound alert, by the way. I believe that one was like the competition was... to say like what the alert should be, and it was remember to save. And so it's like, all right, it's got to be toilet duck, right? I think if I'm remembering correctly. Oak says she just got back from a hit I ordered her to do. Vera said the corn's gone bad. I'm so sad. Said AA chat will remind me after stream. Quickita said, oh lol, my controller's controlling the mouse. Lol, whoops. And Nora with thumbs up. Quickita said just want to dive through Tartar. Oak says dying person. Akinari Kamiki reference. Sun Arcana P3 reference. Nora said it's because I will defend Athena with my life. Vera said you keep saying Shinsho. I know. I don't know why. Shisho. I can't say it. I keep wanting to say Shinzo from Yu-Gi-Oh. That was one of Joey's cards, I think. Panda said it's a good thing he kept a calm mind and happened to have his cards memorized at the time. I know, because his face is in a bowl, couldn't see anything. Wait, crap, is that how far back I am in the conversation? Oak said, yes, Logan, I have tried to look at cards with my face in a bowl of soba. I am so far behind. Panda said, as he was being drowned. Oak said his very relatable thing, Logan, I can't believe you don't know this. Quickita said, bro, I'm learning things with P3P. There's no floor bosses? Wait, what? They're in the actual floor dungeon? Eglin said, third 10 times when you pee. Congratulations, Eglin. Magpie said, Logan, forget autopsy reports exist? I did. Eglin said, if I get 100 times or 333 times, I will sob. Vera said, he is so focused on the stiff, so Uendo's plan worked. Is that what Uendo was doing? Uendo was trying to distract us? With stiffness. Uendo got all stiff and that distracted you all. Is that what happened? You distracted when Uendo was stiff? Eglin said, because I do not trust myself to not F up anything above a 10. Nora said, shut the frack up, Simon and Nayuta. Oak says, lurk, making a banger hot chocolate recipe. Ooh, I hope it includes chocolate. Crystal says, chat, this is dumb. Yes, /J. Oak says, dang it, I'm losing this war. Magpie says, I mean, either way, water is going to go everywhere, Logan. Nora said, just do it, Logan. Well, I missed that spit take, but I hope I'm slowly catching up. Okay, let's keep going. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays. Oh, by the way, since we're 2.5 hours, I guess we should keep an eye out for raid suggestions. I feel so bad because, like, I don't know why. We had like a ton of lurkers earlier and they all evaporated recently. Probably when I was spending all that time trying to get that VTuber avatar up to no avail. But so hopefully we'll have enough people for a raid tonight. We shall see. You tell her, really, who doesn't stub their toe every once in a while. You really got to fuss over every small detail like this? Well, the thing is... Even the most subtle of fluctuations in a person's psyche can clue us into the truth. That is why it is important to get to the bottom of this question. Plus, if I back down now, who knows what new insult Simon will hurl my way. Is there really no trace left of what Uendo stubbed his toe on by the door? What in the world might have been there then? But it's not there now, it's the TV. We are gonna save. Because we already saw how that I'm bad at this game earlier. We're gonna say the TV. The TV!
Take that!
Please take a good look at this photo of the crime scene. Do you see it? This long track that goes from the door all the way across the room? Now that you mention it, I do see traces of something getting dragged. And the drag mark ends there, at the TV. This implies that the TV was originally by the door. I am convinced that this TV is the object the witness stubbed his toe on. Well, Uendo, how about it? Oh, yes, you're right, it was the TV. Oh, there's still 10% left? The last 10% has got to be that his name is Owen, right? There, the noise level dropped again. All right. Yes, I stubbed my pinky toe on the TV. But what of it? Why is this so important to you? So the noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. Which means he's still hiding something. Okay then, let's try this tactic instead. Uendo, why was the TV moved there? Shisho must have moved it so he could watch my routine. But what a place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like that. I didn't want to bump into it again, so I put it back where it belonged. So we know what it was, is that was there playing a videotape of Shisho practicing the Jugumo routine, right? To confuse everybody with the time of death, because like was it Blackwell or who was it that said like you could hear that through the door, and so people assumed that he was alive when he was really dead. Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV. Oh, that's right. It's a closed-circuit monitor that shows the stage. Crime scene report updated in the court record. Okay, so in that case, I thought it was the Jugumo routine that somebody said they heard in there. Could somebody mistake the two characters' voices? I see. Now what? I can't find anything else out of place. And I still haven't gotten to the noise level down to 0 yet. Simon! I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy. This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother. Sorry? I'm in no mood to play nursemaid here, but if that's what it takes to save the soba shop. Oi, Uendo. Here's a curiosity for you. This table Master Uendo was slumped over looks like it was moved. I don't think I noticed that. Has that been in our court record the whole time? Did I not see that? I didn't see that. I think I may have, I do think I saw that, but I think I just thought that something was there. I didn't realize that was a table leg. Oh, and look, there's one here also. So yeah, the whole table was moved. Maybe it was just because the TV bumped it. And I got it. Here's what happens. He's laying here with his face down in the bowl, but the bowl is not spilled. All the cards are laid out saying 0 and 4th, no stain. He stubs his toe, pushes the TV, bumps that, and that jostles him enough that he tips over and all the soba stuff spills out and gets the stains. And that's when he moves the cards around. So they weren't originally stained at that point. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back? Oh my, yes, you're right. The TV hit the table and Shisho's body moved with a jolt. That's when I first realized that Shisho was dead. Oh, but how scared I was. I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture of how the body was discovered. But I'd wager you need to put the spurs to Uendo just a trifle longer. Right! I can't keep asking Simon to bail me out like this. I don't know. I'd like it. I'd like to play as Simon Blackwell. I think it'd be fun. It's time for me to regain my footing and really stand on my own. Uendo! What you said just now about discovering your master's death, could you please describe all of that again for the court in detail? All right. But before you do, just let me plug in the latest information here. Okay, beep, boop, beep, bop, boop, 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 beep. Let's see. Eglin is saying I need to walk around between Splatoon matches or something. My legs are hurting from sitting crisscross applesauce. Have you been sitting on the floor the whole time? Vera said someone is putting their all into the poll. Oh my gosh. Panda says, so sad, ... love you, giggly guy. I assume you're talking about Uendo, right? Vera said, I also voted for him. Oak says, I tried to fight back. Nora said, can't wait to see who's doing this, lol. Bucky says, ballot stuffing. Was there ballot stuffing in that poll? I can't even remember. Bucky says ballot stuffing. Vera says, Katie laughing. Nora says, Katie. Queen Katie said, I was in the middle of a P3P battle, but I had to. Petta said, I mean, we love all of Uendo too, but gosh. Oh, that was probably for picking the favorite one. Oh crap, did I not see the results from that? Which was the favorite character? Nora said, lol, real, assuming just a shadow battle. Queen Katie said, I'm doing the first floor boss at the moment. Nora said, ooh, hold on, which one was that? Queen Katie said, fat birds. Nora said the birds thing, yeah. Magpie says, I love Uendo's shock sprite. Frill fan lizard. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's like a frill lizard. Oh, I love that. I love the way that you did the face there for that. Nora said, I think I did the last week and it's really annoying. Panda said, Uendo has such a fantastic design. Quickita said, for real, it's so good. Panda said, apparently this was a nightmare to translate into English from Japanese. Nora said, I didn't have P3P turned on, but it was still open. I forgot I'm also in Tartarus. Did I spell that right? I can't spell. Magpie says, Zaru soba is cold soba noodles. Oh, okay, awesome. Panda says, Owen Wilson. Yeah, whoa. Whoa, Quickity with a smile. Oh, and there's where Tony's Game Lounge raid was. I'm that far behind. How am I so far behind? I love that you guys are so chatty. But one of these days, I was gonna say, well, who was it that we raided the other night that had the chat on? And I've seen other people do this before, where every comment in chat is read by TTS. I feel like I could do that, but there's some nights if we have everybody here in the community, I wouldn't even be able to respond. It would just be like TTS, and I'd be like, well, okay. Well, you know, funny you should mention that. But maybe that's what would be good. Maybe I should just shut up for a while and facilitate a conversation between all of y'all. Okay, let's look at this because the boop, boop, boop is getting annoying. After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. Okay, so there's no emotions here anymore. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You don't really feel emotional when you see someone sleeping. Info update. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed my toe on the TV. Okay, anger, that makes sense. Oh, look at that face. I love his expressions. When I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realized Shisho was dead. Okay, surprise and sadness, makes sense. Seeing him slumped over that cluttered table. Sniff. Oh, Shisho. Oh, but the surprise got even bigger. It's because he saw Owen 4th written down. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be pinpoint that there's a lot more surprise. I'm slowly getting the hang of these mood matrices. That's odd. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise again. What was that? What was it that surprised you, Uendo, besides your master's death? Is he going to do a spit take? I need to have water loaded every time we cut to him after something shocking. Nope. Ooh, what do you mean? What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master? Search me, your little thing. He must have made a mistake.
Silence.
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure. Which, for those not familiar with fish, are not sharp. Not known for being sharp. But her ability to hear people's emotions is absolute. Now, get to remembering, Uendo, what was it that surprised you? That was a compliment, right? Backhanded, yeah? Well, okay, I gotta get ready to spit, man. No, oh, Discord! No, we pushed him too hard and now he's mentally all over the place. His emotions are completely out of control. Out of control? Care to explain how that's relevant? You know how normally I listen for the hidden emotions and witness his voice, right? Didn't this happen in Dual Destinies? Was it with Fulbright that this happened? From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. But sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get a proper reading. Okay, maybe it wasn't Fulbright, because Fulbright didn't have high emotions. I'll read some more in the chat. So there's where Tony's raid was. Magpie said Logan is like 6 steps ahead. Bless. Nora said, welcome, Raiders. Tony says, hi, Logan! I already read some of this before. And there's AMC with a hydrate. Thank you very much, AMC. Nora says, I just made it to block 2 in Tartarus, excited. Crystal says, okay, so I don't have a guide with me, and I don't know who the killer is yet, but I have suspicions. Quickgator said, want me to DM you my current page? Crystal said, no, I think I want to see this case blind. Quickgator said, understandable, enjoy. Crystal says, I will do. My suspicion is who it is, though. Oh, that's right, so if you haven't done this, then Crystal and Vero, the two of you, probably aren't able to participate in the spoiler chat conversation for this, are you? Bubba said, yo, last time I had to leave due to a power flicker. I felt it would become an outage, so I said my goodbyes. It did become an outage. I'm so sorry, Bumbo. Are you still here? I hope you're having a good night tonight. I hope it's going better and that the power is reliable and consistent. Quickita said, I am impressed for reasons. Panda said, claps at you. Honestly, we rarely see that amount of deduction. Won't confirm nor deny, though. Oh, is that when I was like calculating with the cards and things? Oak says, wait, I can bark at people? How? I don't know if we had like a full-on bark command, but I know that we had like the mommy and daddy commands, right? I think. Crystal says, Bonkers shall live forever. Oak says, who even was Hajime? Hajime Hinata. From Danganronpa 2, Panda says, the Bargain People says, I always say his name wrong. Laos from Dungeon Meshi. I've only seen one episode. I need to watch more. Nora said, I didn't even notice. New name. Oh my gosh. Oak says, I need to watch Dungeon Meshi. Crystal says, a Danganronpa 2 character is the protagonist. Oak says, I'm a lesbian. It's my culture. Crystal says, laughing. Nora said, Dun Meshi mentioned. Oak says, I'm seeing Jane Remover and JPEG Mafia. I'm so excited for the Jane Remover. I don't know what that is. Panda said, of course I'd mention Dun Meshi. I'm basically Fallen. Actually writing a fic at the moment about her. Since I've only seen the one episode, all I've seen about Fallen is just gulp, you know? That's it. I'm sure there's more of her later. Oak says, bringing my Jane Remover vinyl to the concert, so maybe she'll sign for it. Okay, so Jane Remover. Oh, that was when I was asking you the concert. That makes sense. That's why I haven't heard of Jane Remover, because I don't know cool music stuff. Nora said, I finished that show actually a couple weeks ago. I love Fallon so much. I haven't read the manga, but I'm going to watch the show through and then read all the manga. Vera said, I'm for real. Magpie says, I used to be able to juggle, but I've long lost that skill. I can kind of juggle. I don't have anything here juggleable at the moment. Crystal says, video or hoax. Panda said, we have our critiques on how it ends, but overall, it's an extremely solid and well-made story. Vera said, Panda, thank you for the reminder. I've been meaning to get into that show. And Nora said, I mostly found it because of a ship that my friend loves, but I won't mention it because spoilers, even though it's not canon. I'm gonna guess it's, what's the elf girl's name? Marciel? How do you say her name? No, is the English dub, is she voiced by the same girl that does the live action Nami in One Piece? I could be wrong, but I heard someone say that. I know that the what's his name? The little dwarf guy with the beard and the big round eyes, that he is he's pro ZD, right? Vera said, there's this guy with long black hair that looks cool. I don't know anything about the show otherwise. Panda said, we relate heavily to Fallon for a number of reasons that are canon, even if not explored as much as it could be. And Nora says, I love Fallon. Says, yes, watch it. One of us. Vera said, I keep meaning to, but forgetting. Will do. Panda says, the reason we're writing our fic of Fallon is because there's something we wish the story did, but it's still a great story. Nora said, when she heals you first out of everyone, Yukari, my love. Crystal says, lurk. I must give my cat cuddles. He's glaring at me. Enjoy the cuddles with your cat. It's important. It's very important. I should tell you guys about some with my cat. Oh, I'll tell you guys. Okay, I'll try to remember later. I should get back to the game. I want to tell you guys something cute with my cat, but I got to get back to the game. I hope I'm getting caught up-ish to chat. But sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get a proper reading. So that's how your Matrix program works. Fascinating. Wait, is he being genuine? Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control, but it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time. I. Da-da. Ah! It is just one emotion, so it's anger. After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called to him from outside the room. Okay, so that was anger and outside, but he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. Well, I tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed my toe on the TV. When I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realized that Shisha was dead. Seeing him slumped over that cluttered table, sniff, oh, Shisho. Okay, so I'm guessing it's got maybe the first one? Why was he angry before he even entered the room? I can't remember how this works when things are all bonkers like this. I knew it! What's got your knickers all in a bunch now? Uendo has multiple emotions running out of control at the same time. I've never seen anything like this, ever! So how does one bring a situation like this back under control? I'll have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. If I can identify what is causing this emotional rampage, then I can probe Q to dive in further. I'll need to point to what I think is the root cause and hit probe R again. Through this process, I can identify exactly what is causing Uendo so much distress. It's gonna be the cards, right? That he's Owen the fourth. And that will help bring his emotions back under control. In that case, let's get started, shall we? All right, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. Let's say before we go into this, I don't know if this will take away hit points. Oh, and I didn't notice there was a pinned message in the chat. Posted the poll results in the Ace Attorney channel on Discord. Thank you, Queen Katie. I'm sorry I missed it. I will check it out after the stream. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. Time to look for the root cause of Uendo's rampaging emotions. Okay, so we probe and we point, right? So it's gonna be at the very end. It's gonna be when we see the cards. There we go. We got a probe. And oh, it's right there. All right. Karuta cards. See, that was easy. I get it now. The cards were the root of it all. Ha! Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what was causing your distress. Oh, he's gonna spit it out. He's gonna spit it out, right? Nope! And if the dying message was the cause of those feelings, then that means the phrase "oh, and the fourth" must mean something to you. Okay, here's gonna be a spit take. No, he just ducks. Darn it, I'm trying. Chat, I am trying so hard to do what you want me to do. There, noise level 0, finally. Yay. We get dramatic music, let's save again. And I gotta read some more in the chat. See, Vera says to Crystal about her cat, kiss him for me. Crystal says, will do. Oak says, I said my grandma died in Twitch chat and all the ads are now about mental health products. That's what happens. Like the algorithm listens to whatever you say into a microphone, whatever you type, it totally happens. Nora said, Logan, DDLC is how I discovered you way back when. Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. That was DDLC, Nora. Oh my gosh, you're right. Vera said, close up, Simon. Nora said, quote, stop thinking Athena's smart. She dumb. I will put you in the... Never mind. You already know. She was going to say the ground. Crystal said, wow, that's long ago. Nora said, let's take a look-see. Quicketta said, oh my gosh, finally I scanned the one shadow everyone kept killing, lol. Nora says, yup. Crystal says, we love you, Black Whale. There's a bunch of follow H commands. Nora said, hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. I've been talking too much without breathing. Oxygen, that's the stuff. Nora said, that would have been February 2022 when I discovered Logan, I believe. Bucky said, I want an Ace Attorney game where you are the killer and have to find a way not to get prosecuted. Wait, was it you that we were talking about that one time? It would be a dark game, but that could be kind of fun. Crystal says, I don't even remember when I discovered him. I just chatted and suddenly I'm back. But it was definitely a Dongon stream. Well, and that was also under a previous username as well. And I'm glad you came back because you're awesome, Crystal. Oak says to Bucky, banger idea. Eglin said, also the stage I've been playing on is called Robo Rom N. Oh, that sounds cool. Oak says, we need more games where you are evil. Eglin says, I love it. Crystal says, Logan laughing, what'd I do? Oak says, ad quote, I just got water all over myself. Vera said, oh my gosh, y'all know what the name Owen reminds me of. Mr. and Mrs. Owen from There Were None, one of my favorite books. I would explain why, but it's spoilers. Yeah, because that's an Agatha Christie mystery, right? So yeah, don't do spoilers on that because I've still never read it. What I think of Owen, okay, so I've mentioned before how I am not a big fan of like all these live action adaptations of stuff, right? One of them though is that Disney is supposedly doing a live action. Why do I keep on saying live action adaptation of the old 90s cartoon Gargoyles, which in my opinion is like the best cartoon ever made. Transformers may be my fandom of choice, but Gargoyles that's just the best cartoon ever. And like my dream role would be to play this character named Owen. And he was like the main bad guy, David Xanatos. Owen is like his very kind of straight-laced, straight arrow, not really a butler, but like the butler, basically, like the Smithers to his Mr. Burns, his like number one guy. And I would freaking love to play Owen. His voice actor, Jeff Bennett, was at a convention I went to one time, and he had a thing where you could like pay him to do a little voice clip that you record like on a video or whatever. And I got him to do some lines as Owen, and it made me so freaking happy. I keep meaning to post that, but I never had, but I love it so much. And Zian Vero adds the quote. King Katie said, Vera, I'm gonna hold your hand. That is in fact the reference. Vera said, are you kidding me? Vera said, that's actually a smart pun? Wait, really? Vera said, I fear that you're gaslighting me. Queen Katie said, no, trust me, it's the reference. Vera said, wow, I actually feel smart. do I need to do homework and before next stream of this, watch an adaptation of that Agatha Christie story? Quigita said, pops confetti for Vero. Nora said, quote, it wasn't a suggestion, it was bullying, a really effective technique. Peta said the judge doesn't know what leading the witness is, haha. We've seen that so many times in this universe. And it's always from the prosecution. They're like, oh, here's the explanation for why you were lying. Huh? See, everything's fine. And the witness is always like, yeah, that's the ticket. Vera said, no, like actually. Nora said, when I'm watching this while playing P3P and walked right into a shadow. Vera said, fop. Reminds me of what Emma calls Clav. Yes, a glimmerous fop. Magpie says Blackwell not getting to swear in the game rated M kills me. Yes. Nora said, I gotta go, y'all. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely rest of the stream. Thank you so much for being here, Nora. Sleep well. I hope you're able to watch this on the VOD. So, Nora, if you're watching the VOD now, I'm talking to you. From the past, you in the future. Your present is my future. Magpie says, Panda, which way you voted on this poll? Vera said, see you, Oak, tomorrow. Panda says, where's the poll? Vera said, he's typing it out. Oak said, actually, I will wait to vote on the poll. Vera said, why does my cat drool every time I give her a good petting? I think she's probably just enjoying it. I don't know. I remember seeing a cat that used to do that. It wasn't my cat, but it was someone I knew's cat. Oak says, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Oak. Thank you so much for being here. I'm assuming, wait, I guess that's when you were leaving. Oh, because you did the TTS. Have a good one. Panda says, oh, how does Yusuke sound? So, Yusuke from Persona 5, this was the voice I gave him. In my mind, it was a combination of two characters. It was supposed to be, it was a combination of, what was the character? Thurston Howell III from Gilligan's Island. I've never actually watched Gilligan's Island, but I've heard impressions of it. And James from Team Rocket. And Vera said, bye-bye, Oak. Vera said the voice right now. Magpie says, that was the Astarian, but no trauma, lol. Peta said, admittedly kind of a bit foppish. It does fit Uendo. Vera said, pretentious kind of. Peta said, Astarian, but no trauma, lol. Vera said, I want to see Simon assist in a therapy session. He's so whimsical. Do the character he acts have names? Oh, that's a good question. At the very least, are like fan names for all the Uendo characters? Quigita says, fun fact, by the way, about Uendo's model. He technically has no legs. His model is just his pillows. Then the rest of his body's sitting, so he never gets up. I love that. Didn't you guys say something about that with Persona 3? That like in the original game, that chairman never was seen standing up and didn't have any legs on his model or something? Vera said, fan names, I mean. Magpie says, they have legit names, in fact. I need to know these. Can you post them in the Discord if you didn't in the chat already? Hang on. I gotta breathe. Because we're almost at the 3-hour mark and I'm probably still an hour behind. Quigita said, yep, they're names for his acts. Vera said that's actually funny and it works. And ooh, gotcha, thank you. It's the Valley Girl accent. He misheard you. Vera says, too high, laughing. Quigita said, actually, you know what? I'm gonna post the pic of his model. Lol, it needs to be seen. Eglin said, Squid Sisters for past, Off the Hook for present, my favorite, and Deep Cut for the future. I didn't even know that the names. I just know that the individual characters. I didn't know that the other bands had names. And there's a clip from Vero. Let's pop this up on the clip Vero so we can see this together. And this will also give me an idea of how far behind I am. This clip from Vero, 44 minutes ago, so I've gotten 15 minutes caught up, is titled Breaking the Fourth Wall. Okay, so let's check out this clip here. I don't know, maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears. Did he will the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? How is that a joke? Well, I'm guessing in the Japanese version there was some joke about him being short for that. Huh. The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now stop hiding and come out so we can see you. Bailiff, please bring the witness a few replacement cushions, or at least like an apple box or something. And then he's too tall. And I had to, because I already crouched down for the first one. I had to stand up. So what was this unexpected thing you noticed? I'm an idiot, but thank you so much for the clip, Vero. I appreciate that. AMC says, since I got here, I've been stuck in this ad, but it's okay. Hee. I'm so sorry, AMC. Wait, what?
The names are Uendo, Gisagawa the Courtesan, and Patches the Jester. Smile.
Wait, so is it only the 3 then? I was hoping there'd be more characters. So in that case, we could do the Yusuke voice if we wanted to. I was trying to save that in case they had more. So it's Uendo, Kisegawa, and that's the one like that I've been given the hint of a Russian accent, not a really thick one. And Patches the Jester, I'm guessing, is the one that's giggling. So is that correct? So, okay. Well, I think the poll said to keep the one that we have, but it's good to know. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Magpie, and for the information. And a pin message. Magpie says, well, I can't very well spoil the future. Oh, so there might be more. Okay, that makes me happy. Thank you, Magpie, and thank you, Vera, for pinning that message. I'm going to hold out hope. Magpie says, hee hee, yay, Panda got the Logan greeting. Magpie says, I think the Loud House one is more recent before that. I think it was Super Smash Brothers fic. I just love that something like that can be the longest piece of literature in known history of human beings. Because it's so perfect, because of course that's what it's going to be. Eglin said, I know I should probably go to bed, but at least want to get to the next rank up for the Splatfest ranks. I think next is champion. You got this. Eglin, you are the champion. You just gotta believe. Vera said, Kudo is like the system in AO3. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Quickity said, Logan, help. I got my first death in P3P. One for the Queen Katie death counter. Vera said, what difficulty? Quickity said, normal. Vera with the F in the chat. Quickity said, it was just me being a little cocky, like, wow, I'm rocking him. Then bam, kind of like that one time. In fact, I was just reviewing the VOD of that one time when I was saying to you, I was good, Queen Katie. I didn't die at all. Death. Right there. Vera said, old Persona games core. Quickity is quote number 213. The present is boring. If you want to experience the future, go outside right now. I gotta edit that. Vera said she's been quiet these days after a lot of days of meowing a lot all night, so I assume she is with child. Well, I don't know if you've ever been around a pregnant cat. You'll be able to notice, because like the pregnant belly gets kind of big unless it's like a really fat cat. Vera said, I was careless and an outside cat snuck inside. Wow. Vera said the wrong quote. Code number 214. Hang on. I gotta breathe. 1 second. Actually, I think for the sake of catching them in chat, I'll probably have to skip over the quotes. Thank you, Toilet Duck. There was a really long quote, 216. I will save right now. Thank you, Toilet Duck. Save. Remember to save. But I need to get caught up in chat. Holy crap, we're past the 3-hour mark. Vera said it's so long, the date is in a different message. Oh, it splits it over. Does it? Oh, wow, it does cut off before the date. That's amazing. Let's see, Quickity said he doesn't even have modeled feet. Lol. Vera said stubbed his toe too hard. Let's see, Eglin said, got to champion rank. Gonna stop there for now. I knew it, Eglin, you got it. Quickity said, me trying to get revenge on a shadow right now, but I'm listening for any yelp for help. Vera said, yes, we all left. This is an automated message. Said the Toilet Duck was also a competition winner. Sound alert, by the way. Eglin said, there was one more rank up ruler, but I can settle for now. I need to sleep because I have class tomorrow. I feel like my boss may attempt to get into the game by then. Again, I'll be rooting for you, Eglin, tomorrow. Magpie says, which characters? I might be able to think up some lines. I was definitely not paying attention to chat. Well, Nora, I think, is gone now, but Nora wanted lines from, like, Athena, Trucy, or from Persona 3 would be Mitsuru and Yukari, right? Vera said, Athena, Trucy, Mitsuru, and Yukari. I think, there we go. Quickity said, imagine walking through Tartar, then you walk up to the big shadow that you remember had their own floors and reload. That was spooky. Wait, okay, so in Portable, or the original, they didn't have their own dedicated floors? They were just, like, big? Huh. Magpie says, Trucy's bit about, quote, a performer always puts a smile on her face from the previous case would be good. Also, the way she delivers the card to Apollo and AJ would be a good pull. Aw. Vera says, you could send in AA chat since Nora has gone to bed. Quickity said, finally, I got a border floor and I'm done with Tartar. Yay! Vera said, yay. Did you wait for Aki before you went to Tartar? Vera said to heal up. Magpie says, yee. Vera says, yay. Quickity said, nope. It was just me, Yukari, and Junpei. Lol. I wanted to level up to get to Magician Arcane. Oh, that's right, because when we played, you guys told me to wait for Akihiko, and I did. Vera said, boo, should have waited for Aki. Quickity said, lol, I'm sorry. Look, I'll promise I'll come back when he arrives. And there's Queen Katie with some, excuse me, why do I keep saying that? Crystal and Queen Katie both start with a K noise. I'm so sorry. Crystal with some raid suggestions. I'm going to copy those down because these will be very important for in a little bit because we are already past the 3-hour mark. So clearly we're going a little bit overtime tonight. I hope you don't mind. Not as much overtime as we were last time on Persona. How long did that end up being? It was like 5.5 hours or something. Still not the longest stream I've done, but still really long. So I hope you don't mind if we're going overtime, y'all. Here with some emos. Oh, Crystal with some more raid suggestions. Hang on, let me copy these down as well. So these will hopefully, I think after this, that should be enough raid suggestions. I think 5 is probably plenty. So thank you very much. I'm just copying these down now. And there we go. Quickity says, I have the screenshot. Logan BRB posted the poll results in Ace Attorney channel in Discord. Oh, that means I gotta be close to catching up because I remember when you mentioned that as a pinned message. So I hope I'm close to catching up. I don't know if that's because I've actually been doing a really good job or if chat just got really quiet because everyone had already gone to sleep. Let's see. Quick said, Puzzle, can you pin that for Logan? Vera salutes. Crystal's gambling. Panda said, back from picking up our partner from work. Okay, Panda. So unfortunately, I think you might have missed a lot of me reading your comments and responding and trying to talk to you. So I apologize for that. Hopefully Magpie can relay messages to you about things. Let's see. Vera said, don't do the TTS chat because we would post clip links, and if someone spoils by accident, you would hear it. Petta said, how's everything going? I mean, I think it's going well. I feel like this trial is actually proceeding rather smoothly. I'm worried that this is like, I'm worried the next trial is going to be like really long and difficult, and this was thrown in just to give us like a nice little treat before bad times happen. Vera said, welcome back, still at it. Queen Katie said, yeah, keyboard slam. Vera said, ad quote, I'm slowly getting the hang of these mood matrices. Queen Katie said, has he not noticed the pin yet? Vera said, he will eventually. Oh, there's a poll, chat survey. Do we go longer? A little more undetermined, call it a night. Did this because Katie wants it, and more. Go ahead and cast your votes. But I gotta catch up to chat. I feel like I'm almost there. Queen Katie said, oh, so Vera said he will eventually. Queen Katie said, all true. Panda says, hey. Quick Katie smiles. Panda would smile. Vera said, that's a lot of emotions. Okay, so you're talking about that. So I am close to catching up on chat. Quick Katie said, all right, taking a break from P3P. Lol, I have to be here for fun times. Panda said, the funnest times. I said, ha, no spit take yet. I was trying for y'all. Quick Katie said, you enjoying this so far, Vera? Vera said, absolutely. The other day I got a video about Rakugo after the first stream of this case. Quick Katie says, lol. Panda said, Rakugo is very fun. We have some trivia about it something's revealed. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Quick Katie said, Vero, remind me to find the cool Rakugo manga I love later. Beowulf says, hello, Lily. Beowulf, welcome. There's something I felt like I was supposed to ask you earlier. But hey, Beowulf, hang on, I gotta have a sip of water. So Beowulf is here. Good to see you, Beowulf. I gotta be close to catch up on chat, right? Let's play just a tiny little bit more. I will be back. We're going a little bit overtime. Hope you don't mind. Oh, in fact, the poll just ended with a little more, winning with 80% of the votes. Yeah, so we're going a tiny bit over. There, noise level 0, finally. The dying message consists of 2 words, Owen and Forth. But neither of these 2 words have anything to do with this witness. No, his name is Owen, probably. I bet that's his real name, and Forth is going to be like his ranking in the theater. So Clown Girl killed the guy, put the message, he goes in, sees it, gets freaked out, and rearranges the cards. And when, what's his name, Bucky, went in, dude was probably already dead, and Bucky just didn't even realize it. This topic warrants no further argument. Sure, there may not seem to be any direct connection between Uendo and the message. For now. But why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory? I trust you've hit upon something, Athena. Yup, if my theory is right, we can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth. Well, go on then. Can we please make this a consistent thing? About the previous game's prosecutor helping us out. That was really fun in Dual Destinies, getting to hang out with Clavier. It's fun in this one, getting to hang out with Blackwell. Okay, I mean, I guess, admittedly, you can't really do that after the 3rd game with Godot. But like every other game, we should totally do that. I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now, please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes. Uh-huh. There was something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. Here's the thing. I am so used to when I see the word puzzles in chat, saying Vero. My mouth almost accidentally went, there was something Veroing to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. No. Namely, that there were 3 distinct reactions present. I had never seen that before, and I wondered how it could be possible. Is there a conclusion to this meandering musing of yours? Hang on. I gotta breathe again. All the talking, and I forget that I need oxygen. Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So, could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions of such intensity like a switch? Oh, is it gonna be because that he's been flipping between 3 different characters like that? Are we gonna say that he has like multiple personalities? That these aren't just characters, but that he actually? Well, I know that there's like a different name for that. It's not like called multiple personality disorder anymore. It's called something else. I don't know what it's called. But maybe. In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible. Ha 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 ha! Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, so that's it, is it? A bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology. Within the realm of psychology? Okay, so he actually has... Oh, crap. Does that mean we're gonna have to, like, prove each of his different personalities, all three of them innocent, before we move on to Clown Girl? Oh, my goodness. I'm afraid you'll have to explain it for the old man up here on the bench. Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo is a robot. Hang on. Hang on. This is important. Chat, this is important. Do not judge me. Do not judge me, chat. He's a robot! You'll be surprised to hear that Uendo is actually a robot. Huh? Why not show your true self now, Uendo? Give us an old beep boop boop. You are correct. I am a robot. Beep boop boop. He played along. Oh, his name has changed. It's Uendo in with a 3. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Ha, what a space cadet. I mean, she literally kind of was, sort of. Oh, very nice. What a good sport the witness is for playing along. He is judge. I wish more witnesses would play along. That was amazing. Yeah, with the defense's joke of a theory, that is. Stab. Okay, so he's not a robot. Oh, come on, it was. Oh, and then widget. Beep, boop, boop. I want to see what Blackwell has to say, but oh, darn it. Okay, we gotta try all these now. I'm sorry, I was just gonna do the robot and then move on to multiple personalities, but I want to see what this one does now. He has supernatural powers. I have a feeling this one won't be as fun as a robot though, but let's try it. Maybe Uendo has supernatural powers? Oh yes, I make these butterflies dance in the air with psychokinesis, hee hee! Oh, I just barely realized those are butterflies. They're like origami butterflies. Well, you know what? I feel like Sadmati would like that. You're not there floating on the breeze from my fan, that's all. I'm very sad to say I don't have any supernatural powers. You switch between funny and serious characters so seamlessly. Marvelous! If only the defense's conjecturing was as well practiced. Okay, that wasn't as fun as the robot. Oh my gosh, I am officially sold on this character now. And that makes me hope that I'm correct. That that Geiru Tornado is the, in fact, I bet, I was thinking, feeling somebody may have even like, because I know that there were those memes for her about a year ago. I can't remember if somebody referred to her as a culprit or anything. So it's possible if I go back and watch the VOD, maybe I'm just like, I had forgotten that she's a culprit, but I'm pretty convinced she's the culprit. All right, so no supernatural powers. So we gotta reload because I don't wanna have, because that wasn't me legitimately messing up. Then again, even when I do legitimately mess up, I still save scum because that's what I am. I'm a scummy saver. But I gotta read some more in the chat. Vera said, I pin fun trivia. Salute! Peta says, Akane Banashi. There was cute fan art we saw a couple of days ago. I love Akane Tendo. She's great. Vera said, bet. Quigata said, oh, actually, do you happen to know the Rakugo stories? I was worried about explaining their origins. I'm doing Japanese name facts, and I'm a little baffled. Bucky says, I was scared of the Gargoyles cartoon as a kid. Okay, I can understand that because it was like very mature and very moody, and you got monsters in it. But it's still so freaking good. Still so good. Let's see. I highly recommend it, Bucky. I cannot recommend it enough. I think the whole series should be available on DVD. I don't know if it's out of print, so it might be hard to find. I've got it on DVD. Y'all should just come over to my house. Panda said, the reason it might be a struggle is that it actually references multiple Rakugo stories at once. Bucky says, still kind of am. Well, Bucky, here's what you do. When you have a fear like that, you have to overcome the fear by, what do you call it? Controlled exposure to the thing that you're afraid of. So you start watching it, and then you learn to love it. Quigata said, exactly, that's the only thing I dislike about the case, but I still love it though. Vera said, the book is really great. I read it in middle school and it's still one of my faves. Quigata said, I only know about you and Owen, cause Toho, it's a fan song for Toho, with Flandre, the little vampire? They have a little vampire in Toho? Hang on, I need to look up who this is. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place, but I have to look this up. Flandre Toho. Oh, it's like a tiny little girl. She's a vampire? She's adorable. You just want to pinch your cheeks and then pull your hands away so she doesn't bite them and drink your blood. Panda with a heart. Queen Katie said not his model, his sprite. Lolly never got good art of his full body, I think. And Vera said homework to self is to find the OG Japanese joke. Oh, please do. Panda says there's an extended audio of Uendo's theme on YouTube where the joke is that slowly over the course of the video, Uendo's cushion stacks extends far out of the video. That reminds me of, somebody mentioned Undertale earlier. It reminds me of, remember the little dog that is Toby Fox's like kind of icon? It's an avatar for online. I think that was a dog. Maybe it was a different dog. But there was a dog that you fought. I remember that the neck kept getting longer. Was it that dog? Was it the weird dog or was it the one in the armor? I can't remember, but the neck just kept getting longer and longer and could stretch all the way off the screen and like loop around. Vera said, Patches is so cute. Queen Katie says, yeah, the names are so good. Vera said, such a cute name. Magpie says, well, I can't very well spoil the future. I hope there's more then. Queen Katie with a hydrate command. I'll do that right now. Thank you, Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, Logan, please go a little longer. Please, please, I beg of you. I will sacrifice 24,000 of my points just to see a little more. There's a quote. Vera said, never mind. I think you will play more. Patty said, that's quite all right. We're at the important part. Queen Katie says, yes. Beowulf says, oh my gosh, I just beat the answer for the first time. So that means that now you can switch over to Edgeworth Investigations again, right? How was it? Or are you going to like go back and do multiple ones to like 100% it or something? So Beowulf, your official review as the Shin Megami Tensei aficionado. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you think? Queen Katie says, Bayo, it's been 3 days. I know. Beowulf should have finished it in 1. Vera said, Bayo lives. Beowulf said it was going to be shorter, but I had to work yesterday and today. Vera said, I guessed it. I knew it would take 3 days. Queen Katie said, Bayo what? Beowulf says, you'd have been wrong if it weren't for work. Vera said, I win. I can't. Say, I want prosecutor assistant more. I do too. I can't believe it wasn't used as a, I was used as a verb just now. I know, baying. Queen Katie said, vibes like crazy. What, do I need to keep going more? Or is this, because I need to know, is this a good place to stop? I feel like this is a good place to pause. And then we'll see the multiple personalities later. Panda says, dissociative identity disorder. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Panda. Bill said, how long do you think it would take me, Katie? Queen Katie said, I don't know, but not that short. Chris said, Logan, a robot. I know. I was excited. Vera said, of course, Logan chose the robot. I had to. And you have to admit that was worth it, right? Queen Katie with the keyboard slam says, that's an actual dialogue? Crystal says, oh my gosh, I love this. Queen Katie said, what? I didn't know. Crystal doing the Uendo, spelled like the robot. Vera said, Uendo, best witness. Oh, there's a clip. Is this the clip of the robot thing? I need to get in the habit of doing this where you guys have said to watch my face. I want to see what my reaction was because I feel like I was just delighted. Oh, it says 4 minutes ago. So I'm really close to catch up with the chat. Let's see this clip here. Chat, this is important. Do not judge me. Do not judge me, chat. He's a robot. I needed to see this. It was a compulsion.
You'll be surprised to hear that Uendo is actually a robot. Ha! Why not show your true self now, Uendo? Give us an old beep boop boop. You are correct. I am a robot. Beep boop boop.
That is a performer.
His name has changed.
He knows how to yes and.
With a 3. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Ha, what a space cadet. I mean, she literally kind of was, sort of. Oh, very nice. What a good sport the witness is for playing along. He is judge. I wish more witnesses would play along. That was amazing. With the defense's joke of a theory, that is.
Thank you so much for the clip. I loved that. That was my favorite moment of this game. So, well, I don't know. I mean, there were some great moments in the second case. Okay, the Japanifornia cases in this game are really good so far. We had Betty Defame. Now we're getting this. Queen Katie said, oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Akane Banashi. Oh, so that was the Rakugo thing. The earlier mention of Akane Banashi, I thought it was like referencing Akane Tendo from Ranma. Queen Katie said, it legit is so fun. It's about a female Rakugo person. Okay, yeah, because Panda, you probably left when I said earlier, because you typed in something saying something was a Ranma 1/2 crossover, and I briefly gushed about Ranma 1/2. Let's see. Bucky says, I control my fears with high explosives. Math never stood a chance. Peta said, yeah, we didn't want to point it out. It wasn't a Conitendo, though we did say we rode Ron 1/2 stuff earlier in stream, so that might be on us. Yeah. Quickita said, lol, yes, the vampire is so cute and precious. Yes, Flandre is a cute vampire who has the power to almost kill the sun by nuking its core. I don't know if you realize, but there's like nuclear fusion happening on the sun, so if that's able to stop the sun, that's something. Quickita said, please keep going a little more. So let's do a quick little 1-minute poll then. Let's do it. More or wrap up? Little more. Done for now. We're gonna do just 1-minute poll, no extra voting. Just go ahead and let me know. We've got to decide this democratically. Peta said, by the way, personalities is outdated as a term. Modern lingo is alters or headmates. Okay, because I don't. This is not the type of thing that I keep up with, so that's why I have to ask about this, because I admittedly don't know. But I will try to, at the very least, to if nothing else, I know I forget stuff easily. I will try at the very least to remember dissociative personality disorder, right? Am I saying it right? Did I remember it right? I feel like I quizzed myself. Quickita said, yee! Penta says, and if you want to know our source, it's us, because we have diagnosed OSDD1B, or DID with no memory loss. Wow, so is that why you like are referring to yourself with like we? I didn't want to like pry, so I wasn't sure if it was something like that, or if it might have been just like a personality quirk, kind of like a royal we or something like that. But interesting. Oh, I don't know what the OSDD1B stands for, but so like that is fascinating. We get it said, heck yeah, Panda. Bale said, I can't say anything on the story, though I did enjoy it, but it genuinely doesn't work at all without knowing P3's story. Oh, and the poll's done. 100% says little more. Okay, so we're gonna do just a little bit more. So we gotta do multiple personalities. Ha! With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has dissociative identity disorder. Okay, I think I said it wrong. Dissociative identity disorder. Dissociative identity disorder. So the thing I said I would try to remember, I failed to remember. I am so sorry. I gotta come with a mnemonic device. So the abbreviation is DID. DID. I think did. So I think if I remember it, then after I can go, I did it. Like I did it. Like I'm congratulating myself. So DID. That's how I'm gonna try and remember it. Uendo has dissociative identity disorder. Too late. Dang it. What does that even mean? Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder, a preposterous proposition indeed. Preposterous proposition, says the prosecutor. Would you not agree, witness? Oh, look at that! How did she know? How did she figure it out? Ah, that's an admission! Oh, that's amazing! Oh, and I also love that in this one, that the left sleeve is completely covering his hand. Palunka. I can't believe it. I did it, Simon. I've read papers on it before, but to think I'd actually see a case of it for myself? Blimey, Rakugo artists tell stories as different characters, but as different personalities. So I feel like Uendo's, oh, that must be Panda, why you like Uendo so much, because like the connection, so Uendo has to have like the retaining memory 1-2 in order to be able to perform, yeah? Hey, you lawyer girl, you got a problem with us, huh? Oh, so now it's gonna be us. Now that the cat, it's not even that now the cat is out of the bag, now that the cats are out of the bag. No problem at all. This is all very hard to believe, but now that we've established that the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to the court? Uendo Tornado, I'm a Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Okay, so maybe his real name isn't Owen, but maybe like Owen is the name of his fourth personality? And so maybe that's what it is? Hello, everybody. Patches, the friendly jester here. Hee hee. Oh, so these are like real names in the. I thought maybe when you said they were official, I thought maybe like the creator had said they're actually in the game. Kisegawa, courtesan. Isn't a courtesan? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't a courtesan kind of like a, you know, a lady of the evening, so to speak? And is that all of you? Okay, oh, we're gonna find out if there's more. Yes, that's all of us. I think he's lying. I think there's a fourth one named Owen. That's my guess. There's a fourth personality named Owen. So it's not him. I thought Uendo was just like Owen rearranged with a D in there, but okay, so it's going to be the fourth personality. So there are 3 personalities in total, Uendo, Patches, and Kisegawa, huh? Well, Simon, what do you think now? That you're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out. Can you just straight up say I did great for a change? He's like a big brother. He can't be like that. Because he loves you. He's going to get those jabs in. You appear to be quite proud of your self-defense, but all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. Actually, would Nayuta say privacy, or would he say privacy? Oh, there's a pin message. Patches is a reference to the archetypical jester's hat. Kisegawa comes from a Rakugo story, question mark, I think, is called Omitate. Okay. Whenever I think of Patches, I just think of there's that character from Elden Ring, Patches, which I guess is like a recurring character in a lot of the Souls games, I think. I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. I'm not a real doctor. I'm a lawyer. I'm not bound by patient confidentiality. I'll tell everyone's secrets. I will shout them from the rooftop. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation? Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes? Knowing what we know about Uendo and his personalities now makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm gonna guess it is the cards saying Owen fourth. This now makes perfect sense. Okay, so where the cards? Here we go. Let's present.
Take that!
Here are the Karuta cards. That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message left at the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen fourth could have possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Uendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Owen fourth actually means that he is a fourth personality that was lying just now? A secret fourth personality of Uendo is a personality named Owen. Yes! I love it when we don't have to take forever to get to something. I mean, I enjoy this game series, but sometimes the trials do feel like they're needlessly drawn out, you know? I gotta breathe for a second. Oh, and there's another pinned message. It says, Windows altars also have Japanese names. Patches is Ipachi. Kisegawa is the same name, though, but they both come from Rakuga stories, with Kisegawa being from Omitate. Thank you, Queen Katie and Vera, for pinning the message there. Also, did I save just now? I can't remember if I saved. Let's save again. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Magpie says, oh my gosh, I never saw the name change. That's so cute. That was great. Can that be Owen? Can Owen be a robot? And so then we could be correct if we're saying, Quick Kitty saying, Betty with a heart said, I want to share facts before bed. Bayo said, I genuinely don't know how they did it because the original was so boring, but I was just so engaged and left me wanting to play more. So that's a great review then. And Bayo said, dissociative identity disorder. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Betty said, that's correct. We are multiple people in one body. 22 at the moment. That's a lot. That's it. I feel like that would be like so many to keep track of. We get to say, wow, Magpie says, heck yeah, or as I call it, more friend in my friend. Panda said, other specified dissociative disorder or OSDD. Okay. I'll try to remember these things, but please have patience with me if I forget. Kukita said, honestly, I like this reveal better than what Danganronpa did. Mira said, heart eyes. Magpie says, nobody hates Danganronpa like Danganronpa fans laughing. I feel like that is true of most fandoms. Oh, my camera just died. There we go, it's back. I mean, I saw a meme that was about fandoms arguing about which fandom to hate most. I was just thinking in real life, it's gonna be every fandom saying, it's my fandom, it's my fandom. Let's see, Vera says, Simon leaning in. Bill says, truth. Crystal says, definitely. Queen Katie said, yeah, I also love this too, because I'm always up for a disabled and similar vibe characters, because I'm deaf, lol. Vera said, I'm so entranced by this, I'm barely paying attention to chat. Panda said, this is genuinely our favorite depiction of DID in media. Nothing else comes close other than a Sakura Wars character. I've heard of Sakura Wars, but I've never actually seen it. Quigeti says, oh, those are the pin messages? Bayo said, actually, I can't say I'm surprised. They're great. Panda said, Kisegawa in Japanese actually doesn't use courtesan. She uses an even more explicit term, so yes, a sex worker. Ah. I'm gonna guess either hooker or whore. See, if I say it like that, it sounds either fancy or slightly Canadian. But you know what? That's great, because if only Shuichi was here. He could run Kisegawa over with his psyche taxi and figure out things. Quiggy says, yeah, lol, I wasn't sure how to give that to Logan. Keyboard slam. Panda said, also, due to the names in Japanese being IRL Rakugo stories, it's implied that they are introjects, or alters that form that basically copy a fictional character. Okay, I've never heard of that before. Introjects, interesting. Said, for example, me saying, quote, I'm basically Fallen, that was me saying I'm a fictive / introject of Fallen from Dungeon Meshi. Okay, I feel like I'm learning a lot about this. Quiggy said, nods. Honestly, I'm so glad you're here, Panda, sharing this info here for the stream. Bayo says, I know, right? Panda said, we're Windows #1 fan, or at least the top 20. The top 22. I see what you did there. Garfield says, sup? Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I know it's toward the end of the stream, but still good to see you. How are you doing? Crystal says, definitely #1 through #22 fan here. Crystal says, hey-oo. Magpie says, hee, and there's non-disorder systems too. This magpie is a whole flock. Panda says, in Japanese, I believe the name used for Owen is Sadakichi Isoda, which is another Rakugo character, if we're not mistaken. Okay, I'll have to wait to look up that one then, because I don't know if we're going to see Owen tonight, but we shall see. Quigeta said, yeah, I think so. Owen could derive from the famous 1939 detective fiction novel, And Then There Were None, written by Agatha Christie, which, by the way, has gone through so many different name revisions. I thought I knew what the original was, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that was maybe, you could see that as a little offensive. But then you find out what the very original one was, and it's like, oh my goodness. Oh, that's so offensive. Oh, I'm so glad they changed it. It says, in the book, there are two mostly absent characters' names are shortened to UN Owen, which read as a pun for unknown, because it says, pretty sure there's a guardian-like person that takes care of everyone if they're not too messy. Garfield said, head of audio surf? I don't know what that is. Maybe? Beowulf said, yeah, the SMT fans are just so many gatekeepers and elitists. I love these games, and I met some great friends from them, but gosh, the fandom is bad. See, that's how I feel about my fandom. There's some amazing friends that I adore so much. In fact, one of them just commented on like a Twitter post the other day, and I was like, miss you so much. It's my buddy Josh. He's like one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Let's see, Garfield says, Audio Surf is basically a rhythm racing puzzle game. Okay, so it's a game. I'm not familiar with this. It's on Steam. Oh, neat. Vera said, I'm so smart. Hee. Vera said, the Mr. and Mrs. Owen. Quiggy said, I'm so proud, Vera. Vera says, hey, and there, 3 hours, 32 minutes, 17 seconds. They say 17 seconds. I feel like when I get like really rushing talking, I lose my enunciation on words, which is awful. But yes, I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I need to have a congratulatory sip of water. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta check out those raid suggestions that Crystal gave. Oh my gosh, one of them is playing my favorite video game of all time. Final Fantasy VI, it's a retro game. It's like right in the middle of the game, but it's also a very, oh darn it was an infamous boss fight and he just beat the boss. I was hoping that you guys would be able to see it. You fight a train and there's a character that can literally suplex a whole train. But let's go ahead and do that as a raid. It probably won't be enough for you to see like why it's an amazing game, but it is an amazing game. I love this game so much. So we're gonna do that raid, even though it's not technically the fewest number of viewers. It's still, like I said, just my favorite game. Let's see. Garfield says you can find a demo on the game. I might have to check that out. I'll try to keep... I'm not good with the rhythm games, but it might be worth a check. Quiggy said, well, I'm happy we finally got the reveal. I'm free! I can sleep peacefully until tomorrow. Then we need your clip spam for the end of Persona 3. Quiggy says, thank you for the very emotional and ooendo stream. Vera said, tomorrow, episode I guess in P3 ending. Wahoo! Panda with some clapping. Quiggy said, see y'all next time for finally finishing Persona 3 Reload and being tortured by my clip spam. And Vera said, you fight a train? Yes, a literal, and like I said, one of the characters a special movie can do is he suplexes the bad guy, and you can do that to the train, and he literally picks up the train and suplexes it. It's great. It is my favorite game of all time. It's maybe I should play it on stream one of these days, but I just don't know if anybody. It's not like a famous Final Fantasy game, so I don't know if people would be interested in watching. But anyway, if you're lurking, Quick rundown of the schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload. So tomorrow, we're going to finish. We beat the final boss of Persona 3. We just got some cutscene stuff. Then we begin the DLC episode, I Guess, The Answer. And then on Sunday, we'll pick up right here where we're leaving off in this game. I love and appreciate you all. I'm sorry I got so far behind in chat. Maybe I should figure out some ways to be better about keeping up in chat. But I love and appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me. You're the best community ever. Have an amazing night. See you tomorrow and enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.